Yeah, clubs is a good one for when you're streaming because you're just controlling your player, and you can kind of get caught up on it if people are chatting with you a bit more in that mode. Then you need some folks that are good to play with you and carry you. At least I do. We're both wearing these alternate uniforms and getting after it. Austin, Ethan, welcome in, guys. Hope you're both doing well. We're gonna start our timer right now. There we go. We'll do an hour and a half, and then everybody that follows and stuff will add time to it. I doubt I'll really do much of one, JN. I might like drop in and play occasionally if Carne has a team or something that's on the casual side. I really don't play with anybody that plays it a lot anymore that I know of besides Carne, and I think he slowed down last year. At least that was my impression. He wasn't playing it quite as much. JB, welcome into TikTok chat. But yeah, I haven't made a player or any of that stuff. Supposed to play a little bit of NHL, the shell mode, with some of the streamers and regulars that come in here. I still need to make my build. They told me to make a left wing, so that way hopefully I wouldn't mess stuff up too much for that game. Jose Herrera, good to see you in TikTok chat, Jose. He's got a pretty good drive going here so far. If you need him, if you and him need a player, reach out. You need to get back into NHL as well. For sure, yeah, I'd love to play with you. It's just something that I haven't done much of for quite a while, honestly. Can't remember last year that I played it somewhat consistently. I think it was like 23 or 22 last time I was getting some good reps in on EAFC. Ray, welcome into the chat. Ike was here before I went live, but he may have got busy with school or something. Didn't need to get on so late, but I did. These uniforms is like, who's Seattle, who's New England? I forgot the name of these things. Rival uniforms, I think is what they're called. Cinema Toast Crunch, how are you, Cinema? I'm doing good, bud. Yeah, what you been up to? Let's see. Delano, welcome into chat. We are multi-streaming. Got the buddies on purple, red, and TikTok chats. My hours are a little bit delayed here. My son's got piano lesson today, so I slept in a bit, and then I won't get a midday nap. That way I can take him and stay up through the day. He's getting decent at it, so been happy to see his progress. Just got home from work, decided to keep me company. Oh, right on, Cinema Toast Crunch. How was your work today? I have a company that has outstanding debt to me. I made a bunch of videos for them for a series that they were the producers on, and they have been taking forever to pay me, and I just keep trying to run them down. Realize they do have an office in my home state, so I may have to get a hold of the state attorney general, which I don't want to do all that stuff, but it's like significant money for content creator, so I need to get paid. Work was good for Cinema Toast. Hey, Truckin', 3 years of the sexy legend. What's up, Truckin'? I had Google Gemini make a rendering of what I told him about my friend. I don't know if you got to see that yet. I made it the other day and then I forgot to go check the Discord. Let me see. Oh, it's in your general, Truckin'. Yeah, there's something there for you. It's just it's AI slot, but it's funny sometimes what it comes up with. Jose, Anthony, Grant, Liam, everybody, welcome in if you guys are watching on TikTok. JN, thanks for lurking, friend. It's not as good as the Suslord Truckin' one that we got before, but yeah, Google Gemini seems to do a pretty good job of making stuff. So I thought, let me see what it comes up with. Danielle Freak just shared the stream on the TikTok live, and I hope everybody else will share as well. Question of the day: we got to get the ones in the chat, Spencer. I got to get you guys engaging over there. Need 5 people to type one in there. Oh, hey, thanks, Cinema. Appreciate the repost. All right, Cinema's ready for the question of the day. can always pop over to the red vertical stream because that's where the question of the day exists. Spencer asked what it was, but then he doesn't even type one in the chat. Come on, Spencer. That's a good let's go. 3rd and goal. Opponent's saying let's go to the line. And I'm guessing he's going to throw here. I can get the pass break up. Wasn't where I expected the route to develop, but you know, you're just kind of guessing with your usering. So Solo, what you up to, buddy? Trucking, I need to open a pack for you, and of course, get you on the subscriber wall. Here's the pack. Score a treat, Austin. What you doing, man? How's your weekend, Austin? I know we're a long ways from the weekend, but I don't think I talked to you since the weekend. This pack is kicking my butt. Miss Elizabeth, is that a reference to the Miss Elizabeth that used to be with the Macho Man, Randy Savage, old school wrestling manager? Probably not, but maybe. Hurt the back. Oh man, never good to get the injuries. And then when you lay around too much, you start not feeling good. First in the pack was Quincy Williams from the Jets. Our rookie, our rising star rookie, is Dallas Turner from the Vikings. And last in the pack, Trey McBride. Loving the photo. Hey, I'm glad it hopefully put a smile on your face, Truckin'. Yeah, type 1, Spencer. Come on, man. Mister wants the question of the day and he's not willing to engage for it. I'm just going to read the question of the day to Cinema and Jack. Spencer's selling out. Question of the day is, which TV show do you prefer, The Office or Friends? Is our question of the day. How do you get a pack? You gotta subscribe. Truckin's 3-year subscriber. Whenever you guys subscribe, resubscribe, gift a sub, become a member, super fan on the other platforms. Then yeah, we open a pack. The Office all day. Yeah, that's how I feel. Yeah, we need that engagement there in TikTok chat, especially when I'm on slightly wrong hours. Ooh, JSN almost took it to the house. No, I didn't see it, Mason. Friends is still a good show, says Jack. Jack, thanks for the share. Thanks for multiple shares from Jack still coming in. Yeah, we need the tap team and the share team going there. Or it'll be a fast stream. Thought I had a touchdown in the making there for Jackson Smith, but got pulled down. Carl, Miguel, Wally, welcome in, guys. This guy's interesting in his usering. He just stands there, waits for the play to develop, then he makes his move. Patriots are winning the Super Bowl this year, says Jack Steele. Here's the X button. I'm going to press that to doubt. Also, I'll press to snap the football, but I don't know about all that. The Office, you say, you grew up with that show for cinema. Yeah, I definitely like The Office a lot more than I like Friends. All right, we'll go for it here on 4th and 2. And we're going to get it. Take him into the no spin zone. All right, JSN down to the 1. Patriots, what chat's he in so I can ban him? Jackson TikTok chat. Jesse, welcome in. Thanks for following, Jesse. I don't know why the lights didn't flash. They should have. I just updated the freaking lights too. Hold on, Jesse. I'm going to make them flash. I may turn them on and off here, but there we go. There's the first time chatter lights. Yeah, we want everybody to follow, and the lights are selling me out here. All right, so Jesse, who's your favorite football team? Jack, you've been a good chatter, but you're really close to getting banned. Jack, 5 minutes in the gulag. Jesse, he's a 49er fan. Who did the Niners play this weekend? Let's see. Tori, Chico, Austin, Mo A. Welcome in, guys. I know it's just a callback, Jack, but 5 minutes in the gulag, we don't bring that up around here. Niners playing the Bucks. Oh, that's right. Yeah, that should be a pretty good game. Here we are. He's actually timed out trucking. Jack's usually a good chatter though, but yeah, he did a little too much there. A little too much reminding me of the bad times. Trucking's awesome, man. He does have good profile pictures. I'm gonna restart the lights at halftime. I'm a Seahawk fan, Jesse. So we are rivals. I don't know how he caught that. I was trying to slow up and take that thing away. Also, I see Jesse's got a soccer ball there. Who's your favorite soccer player of all time, Jesse? Mine is Francesco Totti. Hey, Truckin, thanks for the rose. Lights should have flashed for the rose, too. All right, halftime the lights are getting fixed. Or going to try to fix them. Well, he just ran right through my defense. We can turn the lights off now. Let's see if this helps. Maradona, the hand of God. All right, hopefully they'll work now. You guys got any friends showing online? Tell them to follow, share, and like. That way we can get the lights flashing. Yeah, I did get to see the shank. Uzi, thanks for jumping in. All right, the lights are just selling out. They constantly say, "Do you want to update?" And it's supposed to be better connection, better this, better that, whatever. This is Lumia Stream is the software I use, and then the freaking things don't work. Like not half the time. That's an exaggeration, but I don't know. 5% of the time they don't work. It's just very annoying. Mike, great to have you here. Yes, I'm excited too. If you didn't see it, there's a bunch of football games that are coming through November. There's events you can schedule in and sign up for. Truckin, thanks for the go popular. How are you, friend? What's Truckin doing this morning? Besides looking at Donnie Art Creations. Already requested all of them. Okay, I went through and approved a bunch. I didn't know if I had you for all of them. I just wanted to be sure that you're there. I don't think they're that worried about the approval thing. I think it's just a method as they plan to scale up to try to keep tabs on who's streaming and stuff. I'm from California. Colts defense or Steelers? Well, who are they playing, Noah? Yeah, who are they playing against? Oh, we're gonna get pulled down. Hey, what's up, Reed? How's your day going? Getting all the rewards and super fan stuff is trucking. All right, 1 point separates us. Excited for New Mexico, Colorado State. A cousin attended CSU. Yeah, we got a lot of Lobos football, didn't we? I was sort of hoping for more of a spread throughout the Mountain West. That Fresno State game we had towards the start of the year did pretty well for me. And I think the San Diego game would have done well, but I was having some issues with the CSM player when they first did it. Oh, lights time. Here we go. All right, come on, lights. Do your thing. All right, I'm assuming he'll go for 2. Colts versus Cardinals. Kyler's questionable. Yeah, I like that for Indy to have a nice defensive game. And he had the back shoulder throw. The FCS game we have this Saturday starts super early. If you had told me I'm going to get the rights to stream a Seahawks game, I would have been very excited, Mike. Didn't know it was going to be those Seahawks. Yeah, it is a good thing. Although I don't see it in my history cinema, so I don't know what it is. I don't know if somebody followed or if there was a gift or something that I missed. Because I have a little chart that's showing me like all the actions that are going on. Falcons have a tough one this week. Surprisingly, match up well with the Bills, says Tanner. I think the Bills are going to come out with some fire under their belt because they just lost to the division rival Patriots and lost their perfect season, but we'll see. Who knows if that's really a thing, but they don't want to slide into a losing streak, Tanner. Obviously, your Falcons don't want to lose either. Don't be surprised if there's an upset, says Tanner. I'll be surprised. I'm just going to keep it a buck, Tanner, because you've been an awesome chatter. I'll be very surprised if the Falcons get that one. Jack, don't do too much in there, man. Some things we don't talk about, Jack. Hey, Cam Edits, thank you, friend, for jumping in on the follow. Who do you root for, Cam, as a NFL enjoyer? Just kind of ran right into the line. Truckin was already irritated with you, and he came to ban. I was like, Jack's usually okay. We'll give him a timeout. Who's your favorite football team, Cam? Top three DBs are all out, says MPG. McCollum, Dean, and Morrison. Reed, do you have any fun plans for your day? I'm going to take my son to his piano lesson in a while. Still got some time to stream here. All right, we'll hit Higgins at the back of the route. Cam's also a Patriot fan. Hey, Sully, welcome to the stream. How are you, Sully? AJ Terrell might return this week, hopefully, says Tanner. He's not a hater. He just thought you were out of your mind for saying they're winning the Super Bowl. If Kittle's back this weekend, you're not even going to bother checking the score. Yeah, I don't know how long he has to be out because he was on the injured reserve. Would be better if the Cubs weren't ... says Sully. Right, Metcalf is in. He's doing somersaults, backflips. Got that going for us. All right, TikTok, I have to click and make the lights flash today because they're not working automatically. Make me get carpal tunnel here, guys. Be sure to follow, share, and like if you're there. Let's see, Drake May is a top 10 NFL quarterback, says Shaq. Going to the Patriots-Falcons game week 9 is Tanner. Do I think that Christian McCaffrey's washed now? Probably not yet, no. They're missing a lot of their skill players. Kittle's kind of getting up there. Ayuk's coming off the injury whenever he comes off injury. And that puts more focus on the run game. Mike says, he's still really good. That's an absurd take, asking if he's washed. Monster, the only L you're going to be taking is listening to your mom down the hallway as she's making all those weird noises, pouring bacon grease down my throat. Anyways, jump off the internet, bud, and go tell your mom more about the bacon grease. I think Tyreek Hill's career is done. No, I don't think it's done. I think he'll play again. I don't think he's going to play effectively, though. That was a horrific injury, and he's already on the wrong side of 30, so I think Tyreek's going to be slowing down as a top weapon. We got a great takeaway there with Hamilton. Not the bacon grease again. Yes, we had to break out the bacon grease. Red Chat's been getting some bacon grease. TikTok's actually been flying right here last few streams. Let's see, Mike says he's still the best receiving back in the league, and at least above average in the run game with a less great line. Does this beat NCAA 26? Ask 100 people, you get 100 different opinions, Blake. I'm more of an NFL fan than I am a college fan, so I tend to stick to the NFL games. But they're both fun. Hey, Truckin' didn't time you out. I timed you out, bud. Hey, thank you for the chirpy kisses, Truckin'. Truckin' was on his way from the purple chat. He was going to regulate on you because you're doing too much with the hot takes. So watch it, Jack. My favorite team, Seahawks. Tampa really needs a new training staff, says Mike. All right, now we're on to ranked. My intention was to get on to ranked. This guy looks like a sweaty swamp monster, so this could be an ugly game for me. He's already been timed out, Tanner. You have to time yourself out, Tanner. Let's see. We don't have a bunch of freak injuries. It's a while. A lot of minor injuries have just piled up, says Mike. Do you think your coaching staff, your training staff, is overly cautious in just rolling guys out so they don't lose them for the season type of thing? Jack's cruising for a bruising. Victor, the Mariners should delete themselves off the planet. Yeah, anybody that comes in with a how about the Mariners can get timed out. Hey, Truckin's buying some coins. Got Higgins out to the side. But yeah, I can't stand the Mariners. So if you guys are coming here expecting me to be hyped up for Seattle baseball, not going to happen. I don't dislike them as much as I do the San Francisco Giants or the Houston Astros, but they're up there. They're a division rival. Not rooting for your Mariners to do well. They can see me. I just told you not to do it. Am I bummed that Metcalf got traded? Nah, I liked DK quite a bit, but he's got to go. Right, that was your warning. They can see me. Not to be doing that. Like I literally just said stop. Glenn, thanks for following. How are you, Glenn? Let me get those lights working there. There we go. Glenn, who is your favorite athlete of all time? Kings looked awful in their opener. Oh, did the Sharks already have their opener? Casual NHL fan. Carter Will Ross. Thanks for following, Carter. Carter, who's your favorite left-handed athlete of all time? All right, somebody take Jack out for a timeout with the Tatum statement. Jack's doing too much. We're handing out timeouts like they're Halloween candy today. Yep, time him out. Tatum's an annoying goofball, dude. He's never had an original thought in his brain. Kobe Stan tried to copy Curry and Garnett when they got their Super Bowl, or excuse me, their championship. Yeah. So any of the mods on TikTok, please time out Jack for 5 minutes. All right, thanks Tanner. Sean Taylor's a great answer, Glenn. Jack's doing too much today. How do you get 50? What do you mean? 50 extra pounds around my waist? Eating bacon grease. But I don't know what you're honestly asking me about 50. Let's see. Playing Tennessee or playing tonight against Vegas. I read that it's Tennessee the TN. Never seen the Kings team play with such little Jews. How do you get 50? I have almost 40,000, bud. I don't remember the first 50. Probably just networking to start. My favorite athlete, Steve Largent, probably. Largent and Mark McGuire would be a toss-up between those guys. Really liked Chris Mullin, too, growing up. Excuse me. Oh, can get the throwaway. I don't remember Cam. I've been on the platform for like 4 or 5 years, so who knows Cam? Probably MLB The Show or Madden way back then. Let's see, his last year is going to be bottom of the Pacific finish. Go Kongs. Hey, Ethan, thanks for following. Lights are flashing for Ethan. Ethan, who's your favorite NBA team? And we'll take it away with McKinley on a nice user pick. Truckin, thank you for the friendship necklaces. Let me get those working here too. Let's see, Tanner, he plans to go to a Bruins game soon. Ethan's a fan of the Spurs. Boy, Spurs are kind of fun to watch now. Remember when they knocked us out of the playoffs in 2012? That broke RG3. That was a terrible game. I remember the field being pretty bad. And Seattle lost one of their edge rushers. Cliff Averill, I believe, got injured in that game. And I remember RG3 having the injury, and RG3 was never the same. Truckin' making it rain. Thank you, Truckin'. It's raining perfume in here. I didn't get to see the perfume animation because I have to click the lights and make them flash. Lumia Stream's really cramping my style here. I'm sorry, Truckin'. Looked really good for 6 minutes of the first period. After the pause, didn't look the same. Generally couldn't get a shot on net for 6 minutes, says Mike. Have you been watching Lakers preseason, Mike, or no? Oh, I remember that. Yeah, Sherm probably deserved it, honestly. I remember hating Williams at the time, and I'm still not a Williams guy because he plays for San Francisco, and I don't like the Niners. But yeah, Sherman's annoying. He's one of those guys you root for him when he's on your team, but you know he's annoying even when he plays for your team too. Holy cow, Tanner! Thanks for the galaxy. All right, let's throw that away. All right, let me make the lights do something for Tanner. Here we go. Definitely made you hate the Seahawks. And I'm also a Golden State fan, so another dislikable guy is Draymond. Do love Draymond, but man, Draymond's done a lot of dumb stuff over the years. Tanner, thanks for the pumpkins as well. Tanner and Truckin', the double T's. Look at Arroyo. He's out racing the defense, and he's got us down to the one. Let's see. Haven't really cared to, says Mike, as far as Laker preseason. Probably should tune in. Haven't wanted to, with playoffs and football going on. Yeah, I don't blame you. Am I crying? Well, I will be after the stream ends, King. The reason being is my normal job is being a gigolo, and the client that pays me the most is your mom, and I'm just tired of servicing her. But you know, a man's got to do what a man's got to do. So, anyways, King, we don't need you in the chat, but you can go tell her to warm up the bacon grease. She'll know what to do with it, bud. Anyways, the king has lost his crown. Where was Strucken? Where was Tanner to time that one out? Asking me if I'm crying. They're too busy hyping up the stream, to be honest. Oh my God, Tanner's still loading up pumpkins. That's why he didn't time him out. Hey, Roman Hernandez, how are you, Roman? Big weekend for the college teams. USC plays Michigan, Oregon playing Indiana. The fingers hurt. 399 pumpkins. Call me Peter Pumpkin Eater. Stepdad, no. I'm not putting a ring on it. It's strictly transactional. Oh, almost got there with Brooks. Turn your back for 1 minute. Yeah, take your eyes off for 1 minute, and then everything goes sideways. Strictly business over there. I know last weekend the big upset was UCLA beating Penn State, right? I don't think anybody was expecting that. Get that money. Hey, what's up, Dylan? How are you, friend? We are multi-streaming for anybody that's new to the chat. I'm going to pop it up for the vertical viewers. We're on the red platform, purple platform. TikTok doesn't want us to say the name usually, so I usually just refer to them as colors. If anybody wants to follow there, it's always super appreciated to you. If you're scrolling, come on in and follow. The timer goes up the more TikTok gets follows and things like that. Let me get that off the screen, though. Let's see. Cracked, welcome aboard. He's the FPS GOAT. Cracked, what's your favorite game to play in 60 frames per second? I'm playing against Zach Johnson, he says. I don't know, Zach. Zach, if it's really you, run it through the back of the end zone for a safety. I don't believe it's you, Zach. If you don't do that, then, yeah, I'm just going to think you're somebody looking for attention. Let's see. Mike says, I also have to decide that when you attend Oregon and after, how you're going to be rooting for Oregon and USC is that you root for Oregon in the games that they play USC at home. And when they're away in Los Angeles, you root for USC. You got it all figured out. Zach, you're kind of a boring troll. Let's see. Just good old boy. Never doing no harm. What's happening, good old boy? Thanks for jumping in. Lights are now flashing for good old boy. Yeah, who's your NFL team, good old boy? Two teams in the same conference. It is tough. Yeah, you know that's going to be on the schedule year after year. If you hear any kids running down the hall, it's why traditionally we like to be on earlier. Oh, let's see. We got Zay coming through. Thanks, Zay. Zay, tell us about yourself. Who's your favorite female athlete of all time, say? Oregon USC game this year is in Oregon, so it's going to be a hard choice. Commanders are going to the Super Bowl this year. At least Glenn put the crying, laughy face emoji there. If Daniels is back, though, I think you guys are tough. We're getting a laugh out of trucking. Everybody's winning the Super Bowl in October. Different story in February. Everybody's gangster in TikTok chats about their teams. Love how ESPN still believe the Ravens are a good team. ESPN's just there to drive clicks these days, dude. Journalism is long gone from ESPN. Has been for a while. Say something dumb, chop it up, put it on the website, put it on their socials, and try to drive more engagement. That's ESPN's MO. That's why they have McFay and Stephen A. Smith as the anchor to the streams. Oh, ran right past it, but didn't get the stop. Hey, let's see. KTXJ, thank you for becoming our latest follower, Jay. The Ravens defense has been terrible. Nobody wants to give props to Pittsburgh. I don't know how good Pittsburgh is. That's kind of a rough division at the moment. At least the game I saw for Pittsburgh was the Seattle game because I like Seattle and Pittsburgh didn't look impressive to me. They let the Seahawks beat them, which I don't know if that's a good litmus test for your football team if you're losing to Seattle right now. But yeah, they might be decent as things go along. J-Dub's there. Yes, Joe Flacco is going to be suiting up for the Ravens. He's collecting AFC teams like Infinity Stones is what I saw somebody say the other day. Oh, almost got the pop-up on the pick. Such an inept organization, says Mike Plays Games. Yeah, really weird with the Browns Bengals deal. 3-1. We have a good record, so it's not terrible. You guys played that international game, right? So that's why you had the bye week, I guess, last week. I was trying to think of who you guys had just played, but yeah, you guys didn't play, right? And he's got him in the back. I was trying to sprint back there, actually, for that route and jam up the running back at the same time. Didn't quite work that way. Let's see. Casey, you're going to go stand in the corner for a while for that one. Don't be a troll, Casey. Let's see. Jackson the Goblin. What's happening, Jackson? Thanks for saying hi. He's in the red chat today. Saints and Bengals love trading capital for useless players. On the bright side, Dylan Gabriel looked really good in his debut. Yeah, Gabriel looked solid. What's up with those uniforms? Those are wild. I don't know what my opponent's wearing. He's probably wearing some comp uniform things. I don't really care for all the make-believe uniforms. I will say this, though, regarding Madden and the uniforms. At least Madden makes the uniforms for the game. Unlike MLB The Show and NBA 2K, where people can just make nonsense. With 2K, people will make uniforms that blend in with a field and you can't really see them clearly. We did run into that. Madden had an issue with that last year in the one of the winter programs. But you know, if they allowed custom uniforms in Madden, somebody would be making it the same shade of grass as the field turf and try to make themselves look like they're camouflaged, which would be really annoying. So I guess the canned uniforms are better. Bengals just wasted a draft pick for Flacco. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I mean, I could see doing it for a younger quarterback that maybe had some juice left to him just to see what he's going to turn into, but doing it for an old vet is really weird. Having your debut in Europe going 19 for 33, 190 yards, 2 picks isn't awful. No, yeah, Gabriel looked good. I thought they were going to win that game. Fortunately for Browns fans, they found a way not to win it. Yeah, trade for Jameis, trade for Wilson, trade for whoever. I think would have made more sense. Jameis probably makes the most sense. Did I see what Miami did to their home jersey? I don't believe I did, Aaron. What do you mean? I think I missed it. All right, we'll just punt it out of bounds and get on to the next half here. If you're browsing on TikTok, please come on in and follow the stream. More followers means we'll do a longer stream. So thanks to everybody that is watching and participating there. If you're watching on the red chat or the purple chat, yeah, please follow or sub respectively. Jackson wants to know, is Madden 26 worth buying? I think so. Browning is so watched. What happened to Browning? He looked like he was going to be a pretty good backup. Like, he had a good season a few years ago, came in on relief for Burrow, played some good football, and now he just looks terrible. No, I know he got benched now, but like, I don't remember what year it was. Was it 23? 22? I remember Browning was like a decent fantasy pickup because he was in there slinging it. That season ruined the Bengals, says Mike. Yeah, Burrow's not coming back this year. At least I don't think he will. Him being decent ruined their draft spot. Oh, you don't like those black uniforms for the Dolphins? Aren't those just alternate uniforms though, Aaron? Okay, so Future Wife, yeah, he remembers that year. Yeah, he looked like he was a really solid backup. I thought somebody was going to give him a chance to start. You guys aren't making the playoffs, bud. With Joe Flacco, maybe, but I don't think so. It's going to be the Steelers division probably this year. If the Bengals are semi-competitive, December, January, he'll play a few games as Mike plays games. Yeah, I think Burrow just shut it down, right? I can't imagine they're going to be hovering around 500 too long. Not trying to just be a jerk to you, Bengal fans, but I just don't see it this year. If Joe was good, the Browns wouldn't have traded him away. Bengals division is terrible. Should still be second in the division. Feel like they should have traded for Russ. Yeah, Russ or Jameis, right? I think would have made more sense. I know Joe's had his moments over the last few years, but I mean, Joe's up there in age. There's a reason nobody's kept him as a starter. All these different stops that he's been making off the couch. Yeah, Joe's looked awful this season. Hey, S Max, thanks for following. There's the flashing lights. S Max, tell us about yourself. Who do you root for as an NFL fan, S Max? And we'll get the pass breakup. There's a reason he was benched, exactly. Browning popped off the game, bro. Got hurt and gave you hopes as future. Let's see. C Christian, thanks for following. Tell us about yourself. Who's your favorite team? S Max, a Vikings fan. How are you feeling about the Vikings quarterback situation? Do you think they should stick with Wentz, or do you think that McCarthy actually is the guy for you? Shoot, I saw where he was going. I just couldn't get there fast enough. If you were the Bengals head coach, you would have went for Russ, Jameis, or Mariota. Typically, the head coach doesn't have control over the roster, but I mean, they should have some input on it. McCarthy all the way. Feel like if I was a fan of the team, says Future Wife. It's year two for McCarthy. You have to play him and see what he has, says Tyler. Browning didn't throw three picks. Wait a minute. Did Browning throw three picks the week that Burrow went out in three quarters, says Mike. I didn't realize he had been that bad in relief of him as well. I'll take the underneath route. Mike says, I'm not going to lie. I think JJ got injured in the preseason again. They want to see him play, and they have screwed him up. That's an interesting take. And I don't know that you're wrong or anything either. We aren't giving up Mariota, says Glenn. I don't think anybody wants to trade for Kirk Cousins' contract. Because Cousins would make sense to trade for, too. And he's going to take off with Love and Seeing the play to Neighbors. Interesting, Aaron. Aaron's hanging out in the red chat. Been a Bucks fan since Jameis got drafted. Longtime FSU fan. Wasn't intentionally trolling Casey. That was the first thing he said when he came in. I'm like, come on, man. Act like you've won a football game before. I'm talking to my favorite Buccaneers fan right now, and yeah, he hasn't been antagonistic to me all week. Mariota, probably the best backup in the league for Mike Plays Games money. Hey, saludos, hermano. ¿Cómo estás, Lionel? Got my buddy coming in from Cuba watching the stream. For anybody that's just coming in, if you guys are new to the stream, TikTok controls the timer. If you guys subscribe, become super fans, and gifts, all the money spent stuff drives up the timer. But you can also drive it up by just following, sharing, and liking, and being active in chat. So thanks to everybody that is watching and hanging out today. And I ran man coverage, and he just got way too open. I mean, Seattle had their opportunities, right? They took the lead with the touchdown around 3 minutes, and our defense collapsed. I did feel pretty good that we were going to at least go get the field goal or something there at the end, and yeah, he hit the helmet, and that was pretty much the ball game. Mike said maybe Gardner Minshew's the best backup. Who do you guys think is the best backup in the NFL? I think Mariota and Minshew. I don't know if Cousins really has much left in the tank or not, to be honest. Cousins looked pretty bad there in Atlanta last year. I feel like if Cousins is healthier now, maybe he could go in and sling it for a few games. Mac Jones is a pretty good backup, honestly. Mac's looking good for San Francisco. Then again, what's his face always does a good job with his quarterbacks. Shanahan. Stephanie, thanks for following. Who's your favorite NFL team? We had the Doink around the world last year against Tampa during the wild card game, says Glenn. Just got that throwaway. He had the blitz coming for us. I think you're working 40 hours a week, if I understand correctly. Hopefully, work is good. Um, Trabajo está bien, yo know. And mi familia está bien. You too. If Mariota was in San Francisco, he'd be a top three quarterbacks as Mike plays games. Try to high point that to DK, and he does take it over the defender and Metcalf down to the 31 to go into the fourth quarter. That's a pretty cool animation I got out of that. I wasn't even sure if I was going to throw it. Decided, yeah, let's go for it. Got to make something happen. I'm playing ranked. I usually play seasons, so we're there. James, Mac, Mariota, Wentz, all very serviceable backups. Yeah, it's weird that nobody picked up Wentz till like right at the end of the off season too. He's got it. Dang it. I saw him creeping down the CPU. I thought I could fit it in there, so that may be the game. But we'll try to go down and score and get the ball back. If Baker was in San Fran, he'd be Drew Brees. Mike wants to see a truly awful quarterback in San Francisco. Yeah, I'm trying to think of who's struggled the most in Shanahan's offense. And I'm drawing a blank because like Darnold was good for them. Garofalo, Trey Lance kind of struggled, but Trey never stayed healthy enough to get a lot of reps. Yeah, Trey, but he just sucks, right? I believe Cousins is better than Dak Prescott, says Aaron. Oh, that's a hot take. Very hot take from Aaron in the red chat. Good thing the chat's red because that's some serious heat. Does anyone agree with Aaron across the different platforms that Kirk Cousins is a better quarterback than Dak Prescott? Let's see. I'm looking for somebody to co-sign that one with the Aaron. I don't think anybody's going to agree with that. Dak is still overhated. I agree. I'm not even like a huge Prescott fan, but yeah, he's a solid player. Is he the best quarterback in football? No, but Kirk Cousins is better than Dak? I don't think so. Let's see. A lot of friends coming through and joining. I still brain rot. Thank you for becoming our latest follower. Let me get the lights going for you, brain rot. Aaron's calling him Whack Prescott. Come on, man. I understand being a cowboy hater, but yeah, what did Dak do to you? Mike says, like Dak is a top 10 quarterback. It's unbelievable rage bait. Slout Twins, how's it going, Twins? So brain rot. How do you go about stealing brain rot? Do you just spend all day scrolling looking for the best brain rot videos, or how does that work? Or the best brain rot streams? Maybe that's why you came in here. It's a game on Roblox? Is it really? I didn't know that was one of the games. My kids play it, but they tend to play, I don't know, the younger kids stuff on there, like Lilo and Stitch levels or whatever it is that they go into the rooms. I guess I don't know. I just make sure they're not getting into too much trouble. Only takes so much vertical. We're back, says Truckin'. Truckin', I'm glad you're back. All right, we get Pittman, and we have a shot. It's going to need a lot to go our way. Do you guys agree with the Madden modern day analytic metrics? You're down 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter. If you score the first touchdown, you go for two. If you don't get it, you go for two again. I'm not a big fan of that. If I'm not paying attention and I'm yapping to chat, sometimes I end up going for two and I don't intend to. I'm playing Ultimate Team. We're playing ranked Brain Rot. Let's see, Baker, Mahomes, Allen, Jackson, Herbert, and Burrow. 6 quarterbacks that Mike would take over Dak Prescott. Just sent the best one to me. Mom and Baker. No, did you really? I usually try not to open the apps and stuff when I'm on phone, but I mean when I'm on stream. But I gotta see this. Truckin' found the bacon grease. Oh no way! It's Bob Ross. Bob's talking trash. I didn't even get my play called. It doesn't matter. Wasn't expecting to be Bob Ross. I was expecting to be some I don't know, some mom with a pig or something. Everybody scroll on TikTok. Hey, welcome in, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you're having a great day. Please be sure to jump into the chat. If you follow, the timer will go up and we'll do a longer stream for all of you. Love the likes and the shares from TikTok viewers. Aaron says Dallas is his team. Come on, Aaron. You're a Dallas fan and you're slandering Prescott that badly. Who do you want to be the quarterback? Cooper Rush? Is Cooper the best backup in football? Can't get enough of Bob Ross lately. They do so good. Apparently, there's a report that Dalton Connect is being viewed as a negative asset. No, I know he's in Baltimore. And yeah, the Ravens are struggling with him. I just thought I'd throw that one at Aaron. Probably has a Cooper Rush jersey hanging in his closet he doesn't wear anymore. Steph the Goat is in the chat. What's happening, Steph the Goat? I see you on TikTok, friend. He's got a nice run here with Gibbs. Just about does it, but I still have all 3 timeouts, so I don't know if he should have scored if that was that optimal play. Joe Milton's the backup. Can't wait for him to throw 50-yard bullet passes intended for CeeDee Lamb into the third deck. Oh, I forgot about Milton. Where's Trey Lance? Is Trey Lance out of the NFL or not? Quan, good to have you there, Quan. He is the backup for the Chargers. Dude, I lost track of him. Had a pretty nice preseason. Hopefully he kept all that money from being a first round pick and endorsement stuff in the bank. Hope he didn't spend too lavishly. Feels like he's towards the brink of the end of his NFL career. But maybe somebody will get him in there and he'll get a shot to get some reps. Jalen Milroe doesn't look like much of a quarterback so far either, but maybe that's Kubiak and McDonald's fault. Went for the ankle dive, didn't get it. That should be the game. The Boy King. Thanks for following, Boy King. All right, that was our first ranked game of the day, and we'll play another one. We want our season's game to warm up. I'd rather lose with football. Rush Prescott is the interception king. Not sure why he's running plays, so maybe we're not out of here yet. Maybe he'll fumble. Shouldn't see the field for the next 2 years at least. We've lost the art of letting quarterbacks develop, says Mike. We live in a clickbait society. If you're not out there winning right away, then people are going to slander you. We had Truck and Reese subscribe during that game, so we're going to get Truck on our sub wall. I am playing ranked. I think I'm still in my placement games. I don't usually play ranked, but we're playing ranked Madden today. So let's see how this goes. We'll get the next game loaded, and we got our pin in hand for Truckin'. Thanks, Truckin', for all your support. Truckin' also brought over a bunch of hype to TikTok chat and got the hype train moving there. Him and Tanner, they've extended the stream for a bit today. We'll see. Dak is known for his interceptions now. That's new, says Mike Plays Games. All right, Seahawks Raiders. Boy, Raiders having a tough start here for my buddy Pete. If CTE doesn't exist, we'll have more of a broader community. What do you mean, Soak? I'm not sure what that means. Yeah, my impression is Aaron's just a troll, but I don't know. Question of the day is what's the better TV show, The Office or Friends? The Office has 64% of the vote in the red chat. I'm very concerned about the other 34%. If Tua's starting within the next 3 years, going to be shocked. Yes, dude. Tua's not taking care of himself, and I don't think Tua believes much in science, so I think he just imagines he's going to pour some holy water on his head and he'll be okay or something. Aaron says the NFL, he calls it high impact touch football. Huddy, Sauce Poppy, Bryce, different Huddy. Welcome into TikTok chat, guys. It's a Huddy day on TikTok chat, apparently. All right, we got a sack, but we do get the first down. Huddy, thanks for following. There's the flashing lights. Huddy, let's see. I want to ask you a different question I haven't asked for the day. Huddy, who's your favorite baseball team? What do I think about Blyjon being Offensive Player of the Year? He just won Player of the Month. I doubt he gets it because I don't know if you guys are going to win enough games. I guess if the Falcons finish with a winning record to make the playoffs, maybe. Probably be hard to give it to him if you guys get like 6 wins. And of course, he has to stay on track and all that stuff. I feel like the league does too much of that gatekeeping off of the team being a playoff relevant team. Has us ranked at 5, Tampa number 4. That's interesting. I don't think Seattle's that good. Let's see. Colton B. Thanks for following, Colton. Colton, what's your favorite video game of all time? Like, I want Seattle to be that good, but I don't think we're that high. Seahawks, Tampa, Buffalo, Eagles, Lions. I'd like it if we were right behind those teams. Colton's favorite video games, Madden. Oh, I'm glad you found the stream then. I stream a lot of Madden, of course. NFL turned into... But Aaron, you already said that, dude. I already read it. Calm down, Aaron. Liam, how are you, Aaron? Liam, what you been up to? Good to see Liam in the chat. Liam's never given us a hot take. Wasn't able to go to school today because you got a concussion 2 days ago. How did you get a concussion, Liam? Mike's got a hot take. They can see me. Do you think you're being a troll? Because I do. I've had enough of your being obnoxious today. Maybe you're not trying to be. Usually I enjoy chatting with you, but I feel like came in hot and haven't stopped. Take 10. Let's see if we see you then. Head on head, contact in football. You're out for the rest of the season for Liam. Johnny, welcome in. How are you, Johnny? Thanks for joining. And Bucky Irvin into the end zone. Mike thinks Herbert is the best pure passer in the league, and if his offensive line wasn't hurt, he'd be a clear favorite for MVP. Still, you don't think it's really close either. Got a hot take. Tanner says Jets versus Saints in the Super Bowl. Sanders will be the MVP. That is a hot take. You guys do realize Sanders is now an NFL backup. The other guy is somehow perfectly fine. Must have a stronger skull for some reason. It's okay, Liam. Head injuries are funny that way, but not funny like laughing funny. Big G, thanks for following. Thanks for being here. Vikings on top, thanks for being here as well. Appreciate you hanging out with us. Do I play college football? I do play it once in a while, Johnny. I do like the college game a lot. I'm more of an NFL fan, and I'd rather talk NFL because I have a lot more to say about the NFL. I know, yes, Joe's going to be putting on the stripes. Got traded in the state of Ohio there. Yeah, there were some good games last week for sure, Dak. Mike says, I've seen Herbert make some throws. You just don't see quarterbacks make from the pocket anymore. I actually haven't watched a ton of Herbert's games throughout his career. Putting Joe behind that offensive line is elder abuse, says Tanner. Quick hitter for Cam Ward, and he's got Devontae out on the side. Yeah, I have Nakua in fantasy, so yes, I do see how he's doing. Mike says it's because the hits aren't most of the time going at the same rate of each other. The other person delivering the hit is applying all the fours. All right, but what about Bad Bunny during the Super Bowl? I think he meant Joe Flacco is elder abuse, not Joe Burrow, since there's 2 Joe quarterbacks now with the Bengals. Wait a minute, his wife cheated, now the man is just different, he's doing great. Whose wife cheated? Nakua's wife cheated on him? What are you talking about, Liam? Is that real, or is the concussion talking? This guy's pretty good in the pass attack. Tanner doesn't get how he goes to the Super Bowl. Makes no sense. Puka did get a divorce. Interesting. I didn't even know he was married. I don't know anything about the guy. Besides, he's played really well as a 5th rounder and one of the top receivers in football now. Riley, I'm good. Doesn't really matter. Doesn't make sense, says Tanner. Don't know what the divorce was for. Hey, what's up, Lady Rage? I like the Duolingo badge that you got there. That looks really cool in chat. So Liam says Puka Nakua's wife cheated. Never good. I was waiting for those routes to come over to my user, and he threw it before he was in any danger. I might be in danger in this one. Lady Rage was last playing some Madden. Yeah, it is pretty crazy, Johnny, that he's going to suit up for another team. I thought he was going to be a lifelong Raven, and then Flacco's been on... Where's he been? He's been on the Browns, Colts, back to the Browns. I feel like I'm missing a stop or two. Now he's off to the Bengals. Won a Jitney for the theme team. Oh, nice, Riley. What does the Jitney card cost? I'll use a timeout, save some time here. Won a Super Bowl with the Ravens. Yes. Yep. Super Bowl winning quarterback. Lady Rage, how's your Madden team doing? I'm assuming you're playing Ultimate Team. Have you been running like a Commander's team or no? Oh, the Jets. That's right. He was kind of rough with the Jets. That's when I first started thinking like, okay, he's done. And then he's had those handful of moments where he goes out slinging it for Flacco. I know I saw some Packer fans and Steeler fans complain they had to keep facing him because they just played him with the Browns and now they're going to play him again with the Bengals because it seems like he'll start first and see. Right, good drive for my opponent. I need some defensive help on my squad. TikTok, we got 21 followers thus far. We got 51 minutes left guaranteed. Please follow if you haven't. The stream runs on followers. We'll do a longer stream for you. That timer will go up the more you guys follow. If you got any friends showing online, please share the stream with them. I feel like I need to score in this 54 seconds because I'm not sure if I'm going to stop him. So he's going to have the ball coming out next half. He or she, I shouldn't assume. It's a Raider fan, LA Raider fan. Picked up Darnold to play quarterback today. Oh, nice. Surprised we didn't hang on to that one. Thought we had dropped it in the bucket there for Metcalf. They are playing Jacksonville. Isn't Jacksonville one of the top-rated defenses? Does anybody think Jacksonville's legit? The game against Kansas City was kind of funny that what's-his-face stumbled into the end zone. Lady Rage doesn't think they're legit. Not too worried with Sam. I think it's kind of crazy. Only owned in 57% of Sleeper Fantasy League. As long as Walker's out, not concerned. Oh, I threw that too fast. Greenlaw was tracking with the underneath route, and I thought I was clear to just rip it in there. And yeah, he's just able to click on and get it. Yeah, I'm running Seahawks team unknown. I'm only on like 30 Seahawks right now. Jacksonville's legit, says Johnny. He thinks that they'll do good this year. X2, thanks for following. Let me get the lights moving. He's a perfect example of why you need to give first round picks more time. Pick first overall. Everybody burned the Jaguars for him not working out right away. Oh, that's too easy. He's got the zig route there, and Devontae's wide open. This guy could book in touchdowns and kind of put me away here. Got 3 years of actually playing. Now he's having an impact. Tomorrow I should be on earlier. Today my son has music lessons, so I got to drive him to that. So I got on later today. And then Saturday I have live college football. I'm not sure if I'm going to get a soccer match Sunday to stream. Yeah, I'm on defense. X2 Love. Hey, what's up, Nathan? Good to see you. Do you think your Cubs are going to pull it back, Nathan, or no? That Brewer team looks pretty good. I don't know that I think about anybody winning the Super Bowl this early. If I had to pick, I'd take the Eagles. I know they just lost, but I still think Philly's the team to beat. Yeah, sorry, Nathan. They've had a heck of a year, though. I know that doesn't make it necessarily feel better, but yeah, it's been a good run for the Cubs. Unknown thinks the Jaguars will win the Super Bowl. I don't, but hey, you may be right. I didn't think the Jaguars were going to win on Monday night, and they did. Mahomes haters got to rejoice. He threw that 99-yard pick six. Bama's in the chat. What's up, Bama? Definitely don't want the Brewers winning it at all for Nathan. My hater power rankings is I want to see the Mariners go out. I don't really like that Brewer team. I've had some Brewer fans that got on my nerves over the years as a streamer. So I think they're next there, but I really want to see Seattle lose. I don't think Detroit's going to win the next 2 games, though. Yankees came back from the brink yesterday. I thought the Jays were going to sweep them. Very clutch from Aaron Judge. Yeah, I think you heard wrong. I don't think Madden is leaving EA Sports. Although EA is going to be under new ownership supposedly. So yeah, Bama, what you up to today? Thanks for being in the streams, Bama. Do I have a favorite Madden? Probably like Madden 96 or something, back when you could hit your opponent late and the ambulance would come on the field. It would really affect the games to knock out the opposing quarterbacks. I thought that was like peak comedy as a teenager playing Madden back in those days. Like Super Nintendo Madden's way back there, Nico. Those of you that have subscribed on the red platform, thanks for subscribing. Hey, Cam, thank you for the air dancer and the what's up coins. My lights aren't flashing automatically the way they should be, Cam. Almost didn't even catch that. Saw it out of the corner of my eye. Cam bringing the hype in here. Thanks, friend. Thanks for the heart me as well, Cam. Let's see. Going to be interesting to see how the Rays operate with better ownership, seemingly better. Yep. Cam just in a galaxy. Right on. Thanks, Cam. Cam and Tanner with galaxies today. See, Bama's been busy about to clean out the CPAC masks there shortly. Wynn got a new one yesterday. Yes, got to be careful with those, right? I think they said sharing a CPAC mask was the cause of death for Brittany Murphy and her late husband. Don't know that that's actually true, but I've read that. Hey, Boski, great to see you. How are you, Boski? Favorite was 2000 Madden with Vic on the cover. Didn't the Vic cover have the throwing cones in it, chosen few? The timer is the fear of missing out timer. If you don't follow, the timer goes down. If you don't, subscribe and that type of thing. Mostly I want to get you guys following, sharing, and liking the stream. Is the reason for the timer. But if somebody throws a gift at me, we certainly appreciate that and stream longer for it too. See, the medicine though, the neuro doctor got you on. It makes Bama feel so tired. Sorry to hear that, Bama. And I don't know if those masks and things work better now than they did years ago, but definitely hope you're taking care of it and keeping yourself safe, health wise. Boski, you still mostly playing 2K? Didn't you tell me, Boski, that you play with Aaron Jones? Because I had a guy in the stream. He's been a regular for years. He told me he went to college with Aaron Jones and he plays video games with him too. I thought, like, that's pretty weird to have a couple guys that know the same athlete. I may be misremembering who you said that you play with a bit on 2K. My favorite quarterback? I don't know. I like Geno Smith a lot currently. Darnold's growing on me. Russell's probably my favorite guy of all time, although Russell's not my favorite guy at the moment, if that makes sense. But yeah, Russell, I got to see the Seahawks win a Super Bowl with Russell. You play with DJ Shark. For some reason, Boski, I got that completely wrong in my mind. Yeah, because when the other chatter, he goes by Hypersbow, and he's been around for a long time. When Hypers was telling me that, I was like, oh, I think you guys know the same guy. I started telling him all about you. AZ Ramirez, thanks for following, AZ. Let's see. Cam's favorite Madden was 2016. You remember being a kid, ripping Mutt Packs on draft night, pulled Mariota, and he was hyped up. We got a lot of room here for the Ohio State product. The Buckeye goes to the end zone. We take the lead. Cam edits, I don't know about being good. I think I play well enough to hopefully be entertaining for us to talk sports around. Some of these batting guys really have the game very solved pre-snap, and they know what formation you're in. They make the right adjustments, and it can be tough playing against some of the sweaty players for sure. Been on Fortnite lately there for Boski. Boski, are you a Fortnite sweat? I'm pretty bad at Fortnite, but I do like the no-build mode and playing squads occasionally. Cass messing with your stuff, it gets knocked around. Oh, I bet. Those OSU wideouts going to be terror for years to come. Yes. They're all over the place. The mini games were so fun, says Chosen Few. Boski is sweaty at Fortnite. He can't lie. If you think about it, Boski, I go by the same name there. If you'd like to add me on Epic, it's Danielle Freak. And, whenever we're doing a Fortnite day, definitely would want to play with you. Hey, Leo, thanks for jumping in. I don't do a ton of community days, but I probably should jump on and play it one of these mornings. Just got mad at any tips, says Cam. Oh, there's probably a lot of tips. Are you going to play Ultimate Team, Cam, or you just going to play like play now modes? Only getting more. Take next year and JJ the following year. Pop on the butt or the noggin, says Bama. So if you're playing Ultimate Team, I would recommend to do this. Go into the challenges, and the challenges are kind of sorted by more recent is up at the top. Do the up top challenges as best as you can, because you'll get better rewards for your team and start building up your team that way. Never tried no builds for Boski. Dude, the building, I'm so bad at building. I didn't care for the game much years ago when it was only a build mode game. I didn't think there was any way he'd throw it at my user. I started looking over on the other side of the field. My eyes went to the left thinking he was going to throw against the CPU. Yeah, no build's a lot more simple for old heads like myself. When the game went crossplay and the kids started getting on the computer with the gaming mice and being just so fast with the building, I'm sitting there struggling to put up a ramp and try not to get sniped out of the game. These guys are building like the freaking Taj Mahal around me and shooting from 3,000 feet over my head. I was like, all right, I'm done with Fortnite. But yeah, I used to stream it a lot when it first came out because people wanted to play it before multi-streaming and all that stuff was the thing. And then kind of got back into it a little bit from time to time as a community game once they introduced the no build mode. Bama's in the purple chat. She plays with me. So does Mike. Plays games occasionally. Trucking as well. So some of the buddies are here have carried in Fortnite over the last few years. Richard Sherman coming out Saturday isn't limited. You're actually going to be able to afford him for Mason. Awesome. Favorite running back? Probably Marshawn. Although Sean Alexander was up there too. I enjoyed when we had Sean Alexander many years ago as Seahawks fans and Ricky Waters. Ricky was there, I think, Sean's first couple of years. That was what a great backfield. Waters still had a little bit of juice to him back then. Seahawks drafted Amon Green and traded him to the Packers. Green was really good in that era as well. Kind of wish we would have held on to Amon. Can't have them all, I guess. Who's your favorite running back, Cam? Or really anybody. Who's your favorite running back? See, Mike says Tampa doesn't have great longevity of history with running backs. We have two of the most fun backs to ever watch, Allstott and Doug Martin. Yeah, those guys were both fun. Derrick Henry's Cam's favorite. Boy, Henry's having kind of a tough year right now. Do you think he'll bounce back, or do you think he's starting to slow down, Cam? Hey, it's Henny. What's up, Henny? Nice win for your Yankees last night. I thought that guy was just going to bleed the game down. He found the seam and got me there. Going to be down 3, assuming makes his point after. Try to go win this game. Yeah, what you been up to, Henny? These ranked games are tough. Think he's starting to slow down. Keeps on fumbling, says Cam. Hope you guys follow Henny if you're in the TikTok chat. Oh, he missed the point after, so I could win with a field goal. Allstott used to just flatten people. Can't believe he's not in the Hall of Fame. Yeah, Allstott was an awesome back. Him with work done was a great two-headed monster for those guys. Yeah, just doing a little late stream. My son's got his piano lessons at 12. So these Wednesdays I've been getting on a little bit later, making sure I sleep through the night, and then I just stay up through the whole day because I know I'm not going to catch a nap. Next couple of days to try to be on earlier. Got some college football to stream this weekend. My son's about to turn 9, so we're getting ready for his birthday party and stuff like that. Would I prefer Cam Newton or Lamar Jackson? Prime Newton was MVP, but Lamar's been an MVP too, so it's kind of tough. I guess Jackson's better on paper, right? Jackson has the highest passer rating, so I guess you got to go with Jackson. I felt like Cam was a bit more dominant, but maybe it was just the era for Newton. Yeah, he's becoming a big guy. He's tough to shop for too, because like we get a lot of stuff throughout the year that he likes. So been asking him what he wants, and I don't know if it's targeted thing, but I bet you a lot of you guys may have got these in the mail this past week. We got the Amazon wish list like Christmas magazine that came. So we've been looking through that for some birthday presents, and he found a like a 3D pin that he can draw with and make little 3D models. My mom had asked me to find something for him that he would want, so we ordered that for him. And then he's been yeah, he's just been looking through there trying to give us some gift ideas. But I don't know how Amazon knows that you have kids, probably based off the stuff you buy, but it's like seems like a lot of us are getting those. The thing with yours, all baseball stuff for Henny. There's three stages of dual threat quarterbacks: Vic, Newton, and then Lamar. Says Mike plays games. Bad turnover from me there. Try to force it in on the wheel route, and that's gonna be my undoing, I think, in this one. Do I prefer Barkley or my favorite running back? Oh, my favorite running back, Cam. I mean, I'm not arguing who's better. Just um, yeah, Marshawn. I got to root for Marshawn. I would tune in and watch the Seahawks every week, and get pumped up when he'd run in a touchdown and stuff like that. Where with Barkley, it's not the same thing, but I mean, Barkley's an awesome back. It's like saying, do I like Mark McGuire more than Barry Bonds? Of course, I like Mark McGuire more. I'm an A's fan. I grew up watching Big Mac. Bonds had a higher peak and was a better player. Who's solid defensive player, had some speed. McGuire really his best contributions was just with the bat. Wasn't a great defensive first baseman and was a pretty bad base runner. But yeah, I love McGuire. I hate the Mariners. I hope the Mariners lose the next couple games and get bounced out. I don't get people that root for their division rivals as sports fans. I mean, you're free to do whatever you want. It's not a contract you sign in blood to dislike your rivals. But yeah, I don't get the mindset of like, oh, I'm an A's fan. I want to see the champions be in the American League West. No, I want to see those guys be miserable. It's not my team. Yeah, Bonds as a Pirate was unbelievable. Yeah, I like Aaron Judge. Judge is from my mom's hometown. He's from a small farming community outside of Stockton, California. So I've always liked Aaron. Aaron, the A's actually drafted Aaron out of high school. Then he went to Fresno State. So I've had tabs on Judge before he was a Yankee. He's your favorite. Yeah, he's a cool player. But I hope you understand what I'm saying on the answers to you. And JSN can't hang on. I have a shot because he missed that point after. Hey, Clayton with the TEN. Thank you for following, Clayton. Clayton, do you ever wish your parents would have spelled it Clayton with the O? Or do you like having the spelling be a little different? Because it actually sounds like Clayton a bit more when you pronounce it, at least the way I say it. But yeah, Bonds with the Pirates was unbelievable. Along with Benia and Van Slyke, they were a fun team to watch back in those days. You like that it's different. Yeah, right on, Clayton. Clayton, who's your favorite NFL team? Yeah, I tried to hit triangle. I think the R1 route was probably better. I'll take a timeout because I don't know if it's going to do that speed down the clock nonsense. But we got to score this in, and then we have to get the conversion. Maybe it'll operate better being a little further back, although that wasn't my intention. I'm going to keep Lynch in the block. Boy, Metcalf kind of went towards the traffic there on his route. Felt like he had some separation, so that'll be the game. Yeah, I had the edge on me, but I almost pulled it off. Let's see, we had a Lions fan in there. You have the Hawks jerseys for Lady Rage. My buddy's going victory formation. I like that. Yeah, just get your win. Well, never mind. He decided to run it. Fumble it, guy. All right, that's the ball game. Yeah, ranked is tough for sure. I think I got another game or two for placement games. Do I watch basketball? Yep, I'm a Golden State guy. Go way back with the Warriors to the Dark Ages, and they're terrible. Never thought they would get 4 championships in my lifetime, let alone one. I was stunned when they won it back in 15. Looking forward to this year. Feels like we're right at the end of Steph's career. No, I don't like LeBron. Respect LeBron, but I don't like LeBron. I think LeBron's a hard guy to like, personality wise. But some people just adore the guy and worship the ground he walks on too. He's not my cup of tea. All right, reminder for anybody scrolling in: you guys control the timer. When you follow, the timer goes up. There's I'm pointing too high. It's 44 minutes left guaranteed. After that, we'll wrap up stream. Probably got time for a couple more games, but we'll see how it goes. Our balls are in your court. If you got any friends showing online, please share the stream with them. We love the likes and shares. We are multi-streaming red, purple, and TikTok chats. Red chat has vertical and landscape view if you prefer one or the other. Saturday morning, going to be streaming college football. We have the rights to some college football over the next couple months, so tune in for the watch along streams too. LeBron's very concerned about his public image, and he's done a lot of cringy things over the years. I mean, I understand some of it when he was a really young guy, but I thought he was more likable coming right out of high school than he is now. Notoriously stingy is what I've heard about LeBron too. But I don't blame him. He worked hard for his money, so doesn't have to necessarily give it away as tips and things. Lennon, I'm good. How are you doing, Fred? Oh, JR from the New Music Inferno's here. Oh, there's 915 cards. I was just talking about you, the Boski Bow. Hyper's Bow and Boski Bow. Do I like Kobe more or Curry? Come on, Cam. Cam, are you just asking credits? Asking credit? Are you just asking questions to ask questions? I'm a Golden State fan. Why would I like Kobe more than Curry? Let alone all of Kobe's off the court allegations. Jr. Thanks for the heart, me. The hyper guy and the chill guy thought he would have stayed in Cleveland. Yeah, I think that kind of tore it with me with LeBron initially. Is that he went and chased a super team. Not that athletes aren't allowed to do it, but his self-proclaimed being the king thing, and then he didn't want to stay in his home state, around his hometown, and try to get that title there after they just gone to the Eastern Conference championship. Although those years with the Heat were pretty fun to watch. All right, we're playing a Commanders fan in this matchup, and we'll fit it in there. Yeah, bouncing from team to team. You don't think him moving to Miami was a problem? Is that he went about it the way that he went about it, even if it was for charity? Yep, and then all that stuff's kind of getting rehashed now because he just did a marketing ploy off of the whole decision thing this past week. Yeah, the charitable portion of it was cool, but I don't think people tend to remember that it was for Boys and Girls Club stuff. It was really for him to seek attention, and his whole counting the rings thing has been memed a lot in recent years. Cam, you're kind of getting on my nerves now, so take 5, Cam. Be more constructive to chat when you return, if you return. You can't type over there. You're a VIP. You should be able to type in there. Do you think the Cowboys beat the Panthers? Yes. You went to bed thinking the Yankees would have been swept. It looked like it, right? Yankees came storming back. It's not over. Nothing comes easy. D-Locks, welcome in. All right, you got Arroyo to the 6. Weird. I'll add you as a mod Hypers Bow. I think mod overrides that, but VIP is supposed to override it. Hopefully I typed your name right, but I think it's spelled just the way it sounds for Hyperspo. I don't like. I'm trying to say there's not 2 Y's in it or something, as far as I'm aware. Fun fact: the Niners don't have a single rushing touchdown this year. That is kind of a fun fact. I don't think I realized that. Arroyo, not able to get free from the grasp. Yeah, now it's working, Hypers. I don't know why it was giving you a hard time. Because I have my settings where VIPs and mods can chat without verification. I have the verification on because I'm on some of the shelves, so I get a little bit of embedded traffic from like Latin Luminaire shelf, Indigenous Voices shelf. I've been in those programs here for a while. Hey Omar, thanks for following. Let me get the lights going for you, Omar. So that's why my chat. I mean, I've always been a little bit more strict as a streamer, but that's part of why I have like some of the restrictions on chat. Rust back shoulder couldn't fit it in. Lizard. Who's your favorite lizard of all time? Mine's the Gecko Geico Omar. Yeah, it's weird because you were in chatting the other day. And I don't think I changed any of my settings, but maybe there was just like a Twitch update. Fourth and 3. Let's go for it. Whatever. We're here to be entertained. I'm playing ranked today, Hypers, for you. And for me, but I don't know. These games are sweaty. You did warn me about that. Favorite movie? Or at least my favorite movie of all time is Happy Gilmore. I haven't seen the sequel yet. I think we got it. Yeah, Arroyo's in. I'm surprised he didn't lurk over with his user. That's the youngest Danielle Freak, if you guys heard a voice being loud. She's good most of the time, but she still causes a ruckus when she wants to. Let's see. The other day you lost 3 in a row, went to bed, woke up early, won 7 in a row. It was so weird. I wonder if it changed your ELO rating on the matchups or something, Hypers. My daughters are freaking out here. I need to go get that under control. Although, like, my wife's there, but she may have had to go. I think she was going to go to translate for her dad, so maybe it's just my mother-in-law. If I hear them being loud, I'll go help her out real fast. Sometimes they test the grandparents. Do I think the Cowboys make it in the playoffs this year? Maybe. I mean, it's going to depend on injuries and trades and all that. Cowboys definitely seem like a team that could be one of the wild card teams, though. Shoot, they probably have. I don't think I have enough coins to get all the theme team guys I want. I still need the Earl Thomas card amongst some other cards for the Seahawk theme. Fun fact, Joe Flacco's first quarterback to win a Super Bowl while starting to play for the Bengals. Oh, that is interesting. Yeah, Bengals got close with Burrow, and I know they had those Boomer Esiason teams that didn't win. I started thinking about Boomer immediately to wonder if that was correct, but yeah, that sounds right. A lot of you guys are scrolling in on TikTok. Come on in. Please follow, share, and like. Thanks for watching. Oh, wow. An arson suspect arrested in the Palisades fire. For some reason, I thought that was a wildfire or like an unintentional thing. What a horrific deal he brought upon Southern California. Or she, who started it. Yeah, I know they're a suspect, so they're innocent until proven guilty, but that's really interesting. That's a cool little screenplay that this guy has. I mean, we almost got home, but when you don't get home, there's all the linemen out there, all the hogs out there, lead blocking. That was the assumption at first. They found a video of it starting. TikTok and everywhere else. Question of the day: what's the better TV show, The Office or Friends? There's only one right answer. I can't believe Office only has 62%. But those of you that are picking Friends, I want to hear your logic on that. He's good at extending plays and stringing out my defense. I don't even hate the Eagles. I can't stand the 49ers, Lennon. Eagles aren't a concern for me as a Seahawks fan. Johnny, welcome in. Well, Seattle's playing them. I mean, of course, I want Seattle to beat them that day, but yeah, Eagles are cool. Hey, Josh just resubscribed. 41 months. How's it going, Josh? Opponent's going for this year. Best show, Sopranos. No, just a battle between Friends and The Office, Josh. Johnny's going Friends. Johnny, explain yourself, man. How can you watch Friends? and tell me it's better than The Office. I mean, you can do whatever you want. It's subjective, but tell me why, Johnny. Goes to the up back and we'll stop him. You'll take The Office just because you never cared to watch Friends. That's how I was. I didn't even want to watch Friends. Class is so loud, can't hear me for Hyperspo. Hey, I hope everybody will read or hear this one. Please check out seriousfun.org. They provide children living with serious illnesses a spectacular camp experience. It's in a safe, high quality medical care environment, so they get to have a good time and have all their needs met. Again, it's seriousfun.org, so please check them out. Garrett, welcome aboard. How are you, Garrett? Thanks for following. I set my lineup last week. I forgot to see if I won in that league you brought me into, Josh. I think I was going to win that game, though. Yeah, Donnie's streaming. Garrett, I'm good. What you been up to today? Who's your favorite football team, Garrett? All right, we got DK for the big play. Into the end zone. BRB after this meeting. No problem. Thanks for hanging out. Just woke up and Miami Dolphins. My brother's a Dolphin fan. Every year I hope that they have a good season for you guys. And it's been a while since they've been really competitive. Sorry that you guys are kind of going through a tough time as a franchise. My brother became a fan in '85. They beat the '85 Bears. The one loss the Bears had was the Dolphins. I think it was a Monday night game. That's when he decided to start rooting for them. My brother's older than I am, although I was alive back in '85 too. But um, it wasn't like he was a fan when they were the '72 Dolphins or something. Although he was alive back then. Doesn't help that Tyreek's out for the year. No, doesn't help at all. Hey Wyatt, thanks for following. Let me get the lights flashing, Wyatt. Wyatt, what's your favorite video game of all time, Wyatt? We are multi-streaming, so I usually read off all the chat. Certain chat rooms, the landscape chat rooms, they can see all the chat as it comes across. But the vertical viewers, you guys are going to be kind of wondering who I'm talking to occasionally. Just for anybody that's new, like if you followed today type of deal. Wyatt's favorite game is NCAA 25. Yeah, that they did a good job on the debut there for sure. He had the deeper route there, but it may have taken a while to notice it. Hey, what's up, Ricardo? Good to see you, buddy. How is how's October treating you? How's early fall going, Ricardo? Mike still wants to try NCAA on your very legal copy of the game. Yes, I think you can even download that very legal copy of the game for your PC. Should run fine, right? I believe so. I think that's what a lot of the MLB The Show guys were doing there for a minute. RD, welcome in. Thanks for following, RD. Well, it's fourth and long, and we just want the pass breakup, and we'll get it. All right, RD's in the house. We gotta ask RD a question. RD, who's your favorite musical artist as a music enjoyer? Every sport is back. Broncos won, Avalanche won. You're waiting on the Nuggets for Ricardo. Everything's coming up Denver right now. He didn't mention the Rockies, but hey, these their season ended the same day. Next year's our year for baseball, Ricardo. Yeah, should run it easy, right? With that beast of a PC that you have. Ooh, pass pressure coming in, got us there. Rockies 43 and 119. Sniper says go Pack go. Where are the Packers going? If you live in Green Bay, is it like a vacation to go to Milwaukee? I'm not trying to be sarcastic. I don't know what folks do in Green Bay when the Packers aren't playing. Braves fan for baseball for Garrett. What do the Braves need to do this offseason to be competitive next year, in your opinion, in your estimation? Hey, Lennon, we'll miss you, man. Thanks for hanging out. Always nice to chat with you. They're not going nowhere, says Adrian. They're having something to drink, says Mike. An adult beverage. But he's bringing the pass pressure, and he will force the incomplete on us. Block and make sure their players don't get hurt against this Garrett. Hey, we get the victory, so we'll take that. Got 31 minutes left on the timer. Please follow, please share, please like. And if you don't like that, well, what can I do? All right, we're on 4 out of 5 ranked placement matches. We got a daily coin pack. Whenever it lets me tab over, if it ever does, we'll open that. Oh, we got a captain token too. Well, I was trying to open that pack. Dang it. Hold on. Let's see what we got. Watch the Bucks, watch the Brewers, watch the Packers. Rockies fans always tell the social media team or the admin, sell the team when they have nothing to do with selling the team. Oh, that's true. Yeah. The social media interns that run these accounts, man, they deal with a lot of hate if they go through and read the replies. They're not going nowhere, says Adrian. Think your Bucks rolled over and went back to 0, says Josh. What? Maybe it's just the stream elements acting up. There you go. Now you went all in. Now you doubled up. We got a Dolphins Affinity strategy item. This is an 81 plus. We hope it's on the plus side. It's not. Sorry, JR. I'm selling off your Steeler. I don't need him for my team. And this will just be the token. I have Atkins pumped up. I guess I can go throw it on Olsen or somebody. From a computer science standpoint, it was probably integer 64. So once it reaches a certain amount, it rolls back to 0. Or INT 32. Got a couple captain token packs. Why did you get a number 2 in this? LOLs. Still haven't figured out how to give subs. I don't know, man. How it gives you guys the chat ranking thing there on TikTok. I know if you send likes, you should go up the like leaderboard. The likeathon should be on. May need to restart it. So the more you guys tap, the further up your profile picture goes, and then we have the timer. But I don't really know. I think sometimes Tickfinity doesn't play well with TikTok the way it's supposed to, as far as what displays and what happens in chat, honestly. Right, back to the ball game. If Josh had TikTok, he would like the heck out of your lives. If you're watching on a computer or a PC, you can just hold down the L key, and it'll continually send the likes. I believe after 5,000 likes, it stops displaying them as far as the likeathon thing goes. But they still count towards the algorithm. So we always want to get everybody tapping on TikTok. So you can either hold L or you can tap the screen. But most TikTok viewers are phone-based viewers, to my understanding. Yes, exactly. Yeah, we're on the purple app. Was replying to Josh on the purple. We're also on the red, vertical and landscape on the red stream. All right, let's see if we can play some good football here. Some virtual football. The pixel gridiron. And he'll throw that one out of bounds. Hey, come on over, buddy. Good to have you there, Rich. I know him as Richie. He goes by Ricardo on TikTok. There he is. Richie made it over. A digital monster. I'd like to be a digital monster. Josh for super mod. I don't even know if I want to put in a super mod. To be honest, but yeah, Josh would be a good one. Do you think it's time to start looking a different direction soon when it comes to Jason Myers? Fortunately, no. They have a lot of cap allocation towards Myers. I know he's not having a great season so far. Kind of a bad miss there against Tampa this past week. Yeah, Abel for super mod. Oh boy. Let's see. Brandon just came in with a follow. Here's your flashing lights, Brandon. Brandon, thank you for connecting with us. Tell us about yourself. What's your favorite sport to play, Brandon? Josh for ban. Never banning Josh. Carter, thanks for following. So for those that don't know, the Purple platform is considering, or maybe they're doing, testing on having a special moderator, which is your super mod that can add mods and add VIPs. So it'd be a moderator on top of the other mods. Almost feel like you'd want like your manager or something if you're a large mod for it. But I know that's just gonna cause so much issue in some of these communities. It's gonna be hilarious. You play for James Madison for Brandon. Oh, very nice. What position do you play? Let's see. Carter Boatwright. Thanks for following, Carter. Kings. I'm rooting for the Kings. Vegas is right there with the Seattle Mariners of teams I don't like. Tight spot. I've been told they're a Sharks rival, so got to go against them. Yeah, that's true. I bet you were going to get some rogue mods that start offering mods to other platforms and stuff for compensation. Would you like to mod for a litany or something? Gonna lose hard, says MPG. Mike's gonna be confused. Hey, it's early. It's preseason hockey, right? Not really preseason, but it's early season. Pedestrian mod, says Josh. What community do you think has the most chatters that ask for mod in it? I think it's NBA 2K. Juggalo just sent 100 for 2 jewels. Juggalo, thanks for the jewels, buddy. I hope you're having a good time watching the stream there in what I call the red chat. RB underscore 24 underscore NL. Thanks for following, RB. Regular season first game. Yep. No, I knew it was regular season. But early season's got to be a lot of rusty play, right? I would assume. Yeah, he had all day to throw. Good question. It seems like everybody who attends stream for more than 3 hours, or wait a minute, excuse me. Everyone who attends for like 3 or more times asks for a mod. Yeah. It's funny because it always puts the streamer in a weird spot too. It's like if they wanted to moderate you, they've probably had that thought cross their mind. I usually don't do it unless somebody's been around for a couple of years now for the purple streams. TikTok, I have to shift them in and out a little bit faster because they only allow you 30 mod slots. I don't have a lot on the red chat. Usually I've been moderating the purple moderators to the red if they need it. Packer uniforms are ugly. They are hideous. I'm reading. I agree. Hey, Juggalo, thanks for the additional gifts here. He's sending all kinds of combos. Juggalo, thank you, friend. Juggalo is flooding the purple chat. 15 combo. 18 combo. I don't know what's going on with the combos. I know that's something new to the chat. We just got an 18 combo 100 for 2 jewels from Juggalo. Juggalo, thank you for all your support and sending the hype in there to the vertical. Derek says you're a cool dude. You answer everybody's questions. If you can, I respect that. Love watching the streams. Hey, thanks, Derek. I kind of misread that. But yeah, I answer all the questions if I can. Sometimes I get a little irritated with the kids if I know that they're trolling and just asking like annoying questions. But I try not to. Like I enjoy that anybody that likes enough to watch. But you know what I mean. Sometimes people ask like pointed questions on purpose because they're trying to get under your skin. I don't really get upset about it. It's just like, why are you in here being negative? But yeah, I try to read all the messages. Occasionally I might miss something, but I'm here for the interaction. Gameplay should be secondary in my opinion, at least at my age. You might see Dawson Knox in a Panthers jersey very soon. The Bills are thinking about trading him to Carolina, says Brendan. Oh, interesting. Is he not playing well for them or what? Why would the Bills move on from Knox, Brendan? Right, we got Jackson Smith. He's bouncing off of some Packers, and he'll get us down to the 6. Warm up the bacon grease. I need to rework that emote, make it more fun for you guys. I will one of these days. Sometimes I get the creative burst. I do different things. Sometimes I'm editing videos. Sometimes I'm trying to fix up the overlays. But I need to go through and make that emote better. Flacco to Cincy is just kind of a puzzling move. There's younger quarterbacks with more tread on the tire. They probably could have acquired for the same draft capital. You think they could have got Jameis Winston, Russell Wilson. Cousins probably cost too much money. But I don't really understand trading for Joe. I'm not a Joe hater, but he looks like he's pretty old, and best days are behind him. So I guess we'll see what happens. But I think it's a good move from the Browns. Knox hasn't been good. A lot of people ask to be mod on your buddy Soy's stream for Juggalo. Yeah, it's funny how that works. What does he stream mostly, Juggalo? I always feel like it's usually a kid, like a teenager, that will ask me for mod. Like, especially when they just got there. Like, they say hi, they chat for 2 minutes, and they ask for mod. It's like, dude, you just got here. I don't trust you with mod privileges. Brendan, thanks for following. Mike plays games. He's in the purple chat. He says, why would non-competitive Panthers trade picks for a tight end that's turning 29? Browns traded Flacco. That means one or both of two things. This is from Josh, who's a huge Browns fan. The Browns think Gabriel looked good enough to start the rest of the year. Or number two, Deshaun is going to be activated during the bye week. Yes, I did see Deshaun's just about ready to get activated, right? Or at least he can be activated, eligible to be activated. So he streams random stuff, and he gets asked for mod while he's streaming the random stuff. Yeah, I saw that route developing, branching out towards the sideline, but I wasn't going to get there fast enough. Let's try playing the lighter zones. Lose-lose situation, says Solo. Sanders should try and get a trade out of Cleveland. I don't think he's got the authority to be demanding a trade. He almost went undrafted, Brendan. If I'm the rest of the GMs, or if I'm the Cleveland GM, I'm laughing in Sanders' face if he tries to force a trade. He's done nothing to warrant dictating his place, other than if he wants to go play in the CFL or something for a bit and show that he can play as a pro. He retoured in January. No way he only plays 10 months later. Don't see Watson playing until late 26, as Mike. I got on the wrong defender. Thankfully, we'll get home. At least get home enough to cause the incomplete. Been exercising and throwing since like June. I thought Gabriel looked good enough to roll with Gabriel personally. But what do I know? I did watch the game. Just hoping the Browns are going to pull it off for you guys. Josh and Cam and Vinge, my 3 Browns buddies I talk to somewhat frequently. I don't have nearly as many Viking fans, so that was easy rooting for me. But he's sending out the punt unit here, 4th and 24. Didn't want to go to the Ravens. He didn't want to be back up to Lamar. Now he might be 3rd string when Watson returns. Yep. I want Sanders to play, but you'll never root for another guy to fail unless they're playing against your team for Dolo. And people, what cracks me up on this whole thing, I mean, we could talk about pre-draft rankings, but Dylan Gabriel was a 3rd round selection. Sanders was a 5th rounder. So there was all these other GMs passing on Sanders for 70, 80 picks after Gabriel was off the board. So Gabriel, at least from what we can gather from what the other general managers did, seems to have been the better quarterback, right? So why wouldn't Gabriel get the long leash as the rookie to see if he can be the guy? And then if he falters or gets hurt, then you see what you got in Sanders. Assuming Watson's not back. Been a Gabriel supporter since he was drafted for MPG. will get the one strike touchdown to DK Metcalf. If you are watching on TikTok, you see that timer right here over my shoulder. It's running down. Please follow, share, like if you want to become a super fan or something. That would pump up the time significantly. But a lot of free actions to support and keep that timer from running out on us today. I do have to go by like noon my time, but it's only 10:30. Probably edit some videos after stream's done though. Hey Carter, thanks very much for the shares. Those definitely help a lot. Let's see. When we drafted him, you watch his tape. It's like, dang, he looks good. He was #1 quarterback in Heisman voting. Also very mature. Hope Metcalf plays good this week. Richie needs a win in fantasy. NFL GMs can never be wrong, says Dark Spectre. No, that's true. But I think Sanders probably hurt himself with his interviews and the way he conducted himself leading into the draft. He may have more upside than Gabriel, but I thought Gabriel looked pretty good. Yeah, he had two guys moving in sync. They're gonna get two open. Here goes Metcalf. We are just talking about him in chat. I thought Sanders was going to be the first pick of the second day when he made it through the first round. I was wrong. Chris, welcome aboard. Thanks for following, Chris. He wasn't even on the board. Wasn't it the owner that wanted Sanders? I know that was something I read that was unfounded comments on Reddit. I think it's like the NFL Reddit, that the owner wanted him for the prestige of having him and like the excitement of having him in the franchise. 13-12 at Colorado, not exactly the resume. Sanders isn't impressive you physically. Don't see how he could get better for Mike Plays Games. But yeah, those of you guys that just followed, welcome aboard. We are multi-streaming, so I'm reading chat from everybody on all the chats, and I hope you're all having a great Wednesday, great hump day. Doubt Sanders is as bad as people want to make him, says Dark Spectre. I don't know. I saw him walk out, refused to sign an autograph for a little kid, and then he took a picture with a young lady instead, who he suddenly had time for. He's like, no, I got to get ready for the game. It was one of the preseason games. So my impression of him isn't great. But, you know, it's just one little snapshot in time there, too. And the kid was a kid. It wasn't like it was, you know, a 15-year-old. It was probably like an 8-year-old with a football and all that stuff. Nice drive from my opponent. I'm certainly hoping to keep him out. I mean, you know, aesthetically, the lady was one that probably got his attention, but still, you know, he looked like he's only interested in one thing. NFL quarterbacks only want one thing, and it's disgusting. Let's see, the GM said publicly, it's like if you speak English, you have to learn Mandarin. He doesn't know the football terminology and the protections. Pretty tough when your GM says that stuff about you. All right, we're up a point at the half. We're playing Madden Ranked and Ultimate Team for anybody just scrolling in. Appreciate all of you that are watching across the 3 different platforms I stream to. We've had 37 followers on TikTok today, so not bad, especially considering it was a late stream. It didn't catch a lot of you heading into work type of deal, so I'd like to be on a bit earlier. Hopefully next couple days we'll be on early. Saturday we'll be live for some college football. Maybe just on the red platform, but we got Seahawk football, but college Seahawks. Imagine Sanders in the huddle drawing plays on his hand. Yeah, not great. Dark Spectre's in the house, though. That is great. Dark, how are you doing today? I mean, a nice long touchdown drive here. And Marshawn running through some arm tackles. Question of the day is Office or Friends? Which TV show do you like better? Office has 62% of the voters in the red chat poll. I had one guy tell me Friends, but he didn't explain his reasoning why he would prefer to watch Friends over The Office. Browns quarterback room for the season. Right, they had... I forgot about Shope, or Snope, however it's pronounced. I remember Pickett being there, and that Pickett got traded off. Can you play on PlayStation or Xbox? Yeah, you can play on either, Carter. It does have crossplay enabled. I'm on PlayStation 5. Usually keep my controller wired. They say if you play with the Bluetooth, you may get a little bit more lag. Definitely think it could affect you on MLB The Show, but probably any game, right? If you're lagging. But yeah, crossplay is a thing now. So if you're on PlayStation, your buddy's on Xbox, turn on crossplay and you can play with your friend. Haven't been up long actually. Got to run a few errands in a little bit. Nice when you get to sleep through the night, and especially if you sleep well. Lynch with a huge drive here, and now we're stepping in on the opponent, and we will get the touchdown. I may have done a little too much on the celebration. Almost played myself. Almost fumbled at the inch line like the Cardinals running back. That would have been dumb. No, I'm on PlayStation, buddy. Watson, Flacco, Pickett, Gabriel Sanders, Huntley, and Zappy. So that's a lot of guys slinging the football around. I can't believe that guy fumbled right after the Colts receiver did it the previous week. To be fair, though, I think the Cardinals guy broke the plane. Well, I don't know if Pete's struggling or not struggling. Because, like, when he went to Seattle, they had 2 losing seasons. Then they started having their success. The first losing season, they actually won the West, though. That was when we got the Beastquake run. But that team was 7-9. So he went 7-9, 7-9, and then started winning. So we'll see if he can get them to look more respectable. They've looked rough here to start. Although Pete was even saying like he was expecting to come out and win, off rip. I think he's just an optimistic guy. Raiders were always going to suck this season. Yeah, I wonder if we'll start seeing people calling for his head and saying, he's too old. But I think you got to give him a little bit of time there to try to change things up. You're playing on PlayStation 5-2 for Carter. Pittman went to taunt, dropped it out of the end zone too. Those taunting touchdowns. Chad Powers is hilarious. Think they were promos for Chad Powers. I don't even know what the Chad Powers thing is. I've been seeing it show up on my feed, but I guess I need to get with it, guys. I jump on stream and learn what I'm out of the loop on. I invite you to PlayStation Party so you could talk to you. Have you added or no? Carter, absolutely not. No, I'm not going to add you to the party, Carter. You just followed today. What if you get on here and start saying a bunch of racist stuff and get me banned, Carter? Come on, man. Like, it's not that you're necessarily going to be doing something bad, Carter, but, what if you're using the bacon grease in an improper manner or something, dude? I don't know what you're doing. I'm not going to add you to party. Remember Eli Manning showing up to college tryouts in disguise? It's basically that, but a whole show. Oh, that sounds pretty cool. One of the great head coach is O'Connell from the Vikings. They do make any quarterback look good. Yep, O'Connell's doing a good job. So that's why Carter was asking if I'm on Xbox and PlayStation and stuff. Come on, Carter. I thought we were going to get into a console war debate here. Carter's trying to co-host the stream. Needed the sack. Unfortunately, he got it out a little too early for me there. If you guys are scrolling on TikTok, come on in. Chat with us. I see a lot of names coming across. Stop a moment and talk sports. Watch the lights flash when you guys follow. Chris and AJ were the most recent to follow there. I tried to make a play on that with Nuwusu, but it didn't work out. Yeah, Connell I think is pretty well respected in the league. Oh, I read that right, and I just didn't make the play. Went too far to the inside. All right, so Higgins is in. Opponent's got to go for 2. So he had a point after that was missed. And can't get the pass breakup. Sam's having a really good year as far as statistically. Did throw an interception that kind of sealed the game against us last week. To be fair to him, it hit the helmet of one of his linemen, but still can't be throwing it into guys' heads either. But I think Darnold may be one of the league leaders in yardage, if not the league leader in yardage. Dad, for some reason, New Mexico, pick your own team, ended up with the Browns. So your dad likes the Vikings. Had Arroyo out there, but under duress. He had good pass pressure on me. So we got 7 minutes left. We need a few of you guys to follow and keep that timer up there, TikTok. So we play another game. Yeah, Brando, I'm running Seahawk theme team. Yeah, we'll hammer ahead for 3, but probably going to bring out the pass attack here. But yeah, Darnold looks decent. I wasn't thrilled about picking up Darnold. I wasn't against it either. I just kind of was hoping to keep Geno, but yeah, Geno's having a struggle season, so maybe they moved on at the right time. Arroyo stops up and we get the conversion there. So you have a friend who's from San Antonio. He's a Tampa Bay fan. Been a fan since 96, 97, he told you. Yeah, it's weird, the displaced fandoms, you know? Not weird in a bad way, but just why people gravitate to a certain team. Occasionally that's not in their geographical region. Hey, I'm doing my best. Tight spot. Appreciate that you're hanging out with us. Hey, Spot, did you see that there's some college football on the slate coming up for us on Creator Sports? If not, now you know. Check the event schedule. Oh, maybe EDOT. I don't know if I've done the stuff to qualify to get the card, but yeah, I wouldn't mind having the Darnold because he'll fit the theme team. Been approved. You're stoked. I might have been the one that approved you. I usually go through and hit all the approvals when I see them. And DK with a huge catch for us. Mercyhurst should be fun. The other team's the Seahawks, right? I forgot the name of the other team. Liberty Seahawks, I think? Something like that. I'm going to troll all my Seahawk followers. Hey, I'm streaming the Seahawks game, but they're playing Saturday morning. Let's see. Richie, he grew up in Denver. Chose the Broncos when he was like 3. Been stuck with the team. He's turning 30 this year. Hey, at least you got to remember one Super Bowl victory. I don't know if you remember the Elway Super Bowls. You're pretty young for those, but the Peyton Manning Super Bowl you should have good memories of. All right, Lynch gets us a first down, and we're making him expend his timeouts. I don't really know if I want to run in or not. Wagner, there we go. I know why I said Liberty. Wagner. I went through and made all the thumbnails and the stream titles and got my tags ready, so hopefully it has more discoverability. Hopefully we all have good streams for these college games. I was trying to throw myself down on the ground, dang it. He got like tackled up into the animation. Wanted to just go down there and then take the timeout. So that gives my opponent a chance. Mistake there. Don't think I really needed to get the first down, but I wanted to just get the first down, not do the math. It was join chat. Well, may have been a huge mistake. We'll see. John Flaherty, thanks very much for the share, John. So now that we've had the weird new kickoff rules for a couple of years with the landing zones, are you guys liking the landing zone thing, or do you wish they would go back to the old style? To me, I feel like the touchback should be at the 20 and you need to go 80 yards. But, you know, what I think and what is are not the same thing. John doesn't like the new rules. Yeah, he wants that outbreaking route to save some time. Now we need to guard against that. We'll try it that way. Rando says it's grown on him. Josh likes the new rules. Kickoffs were a non-event before, always touchbacks. I don't like that you have to notify the opposing team that you're going to run an onside kick, personally. I think that's my biggest gripe. I mean, it's rare that it works, but the surprise onside kick that teams could run definitely gave you a way to try to sneak back into the game. If you're down multiple scores, or you just felt like, you know, coming out second half, let's change the momentum. We have a trick play that they're not expecting, and let's run it on them type of deal. Opponent not able to get down in bounds as he's trying to work the sidelines and get a late touchdown on me here. Meant to give up Marshawn Lynch at the 1 and instead scored an inadvertent touchdown, which I didn't want. Can't do that adjustment outside. Jets or Broncos? Are they playing each other this week? Or are you just asking which team I like more? Thankfully, we'll tackle him down now. The time's running on him. Oh, I think the Broncos win. Jets seem like they're maybe on the right track with the new head coach, but I don't know that they're ready to beat the Broncos. That Bronco team's playing pretty well. It removes that. More kick returns is better to you than the once in the season surprise onside, says Josh. Like, I think they should let him try to do the onside still. But I guess you can't with the movement and the alignment, the way it's set up. They're playing in London. Did not get where I wanted to pre-snap on my user, but thankfully Nwosu seals the game. Timer's still there. Ooh, barely made it. Cam sending us some finger hearts to make sure we play one more. But yeah, we're playing one more because there's time for one more. One for the road. Cam, thanks for the finger hearts, friend. Get the lights flashing for Cam. And the power gems. Thanks, Cam. I guess I placed in blondes. I got blondes. Excuse me. Placed in bronze. Got the Hispanic Heritage Month power up. And we got some uniforms and different things. That was a GG, right? Wish every Browns game was at 9:30 a.m. You wake up at 6. Normally have to wait 7 hours for the 1 p.m. game. All right, I think I already took the Seahawk one, so... The old school Titans I like. I'll never wear them, but I liked when they were the Oilers. The powder blues. Reminds me of Warren Moon and the run and shoot offense that they used to run. All right, 1-3-2 in the placement games. I guess it's okay. We're trying ranked. I know the games are tougher here. All right, the timer's gone, so following will not increase the timer if you don't follow in the next 10 seconds. But TikTok friends, please like, share, and follow. We want you to stick around for the next stream. This will be our farewell game, and I'll start getting ready to be the, I don't know, daddy Uber guy. I'm always driving the kids somewhere. Yeah, tap the screen, you goons. We're at AT&T Stadium. Gotta put a hole in the roof so he could watch his favorite team on Sundays. That team is whoever's playing Dallas. Did you guys see the thing about Jerry Jones? Supposedly he inadvertently flipped off some Cowboy fans at the game last week. I don't know if that's true or if it was intentional, and I don't know if it was his own fans or the opposing fans. I think they were playing the Jets. He said he was just getting hyped up with the Cowboy fans, and it was just supposed to be a thumbs up to him. Did he get fined? Okay, good. Yeah, I don't think I really believe Jerry's story. I don't know how you accidentally give the bird to somebody. Instead, McDougal, fantasy basketball drafts, and Goon and Sabonis. I saw Sabonis in person at one of the A's games this year because they're in Sacramento, of course, for the time being, and they're playing in the River Cat Stadium, which is owned by the Sacramento Kings owner. So here comes Sabonis with one of his kids, and he had on an A's jersey. Yeah, accidentally flipped the bird. There was no ill intent behind it. Blah blah blah. Yeah, Jerry had the story for us. I didn't even see it or anything. I just saw there was an article on it on ESPN yesterday. Jerry said it wasn't the bird, says Lewis. Lewis, do you believe him? But McDougal, thanks for resubscribing. You've been hanging out for a long time, McDougal. All right, we got Metcalf up the middle, flipping the bird to Jerry. Yeah, yeah, I was trying to wave. It came off as an FU. I wonder how Seguin's going to do this year for Houston. If playing alongside Durant may impact him positively or negatively as far as his fantasy value. I think he get more open looks with Durant being in the post sometimes. This game's got some lag to it. Big return for my opponent. Thankfully, we'll squeeze him down there. You hope really well. Katie said he wanted to be more one of the guys than than a ball stopping force. I think it's going to look really weird seeing Durant in that Houston uniform, but I'll get used to it. My opponent scrambles around and throws it away as we were closing in. Like he had a lot of open routes there. Bring up a 3rd and 1. Let's see. There's news. NCAA allows Division I athletes and department staff to put their money where their mouth is on games. The BET word should be something I should be able to say, but man, TikTok can be very funny, so that's why I avoided it. Is it where they're just allowed to do it on sports that they don't play on, or can they like I play for the football team and we're going to go out and win, or I'm going to go score a touchdown type of thing. So if you're not wanting to cause collusion and stuff, this does feel like a slippery slope. Hey, what's up, Enrique? He says, let's play one-on-one. You went to the Bills game live. It was a tough loss. And Enrique said hi. Enrique, I don't really play one-on-ones. This is a non-friendly stream. Don't play friendlies here. But thanks for hanging out. I'm glad you got to go to the game. What was your favorite experience besides the result? Oh, I see. Okay, Josh. We're back. Hey, welcome back. How was your class? Oh, I dove out of the way. I was trying to punch that. That was rough usering for Hypersbow to come back to. Sorry, Enrique. Enrique, who's the greatest Enrique of all time besides yourself? Enrique Iglesias? Headed to get some grub. What's for lunchtime, Hypers? What type of cuisine does Friendlies have? Type spot. Scooter McDougal from Toledo going to prison for skimming points. I don't have a strong recollection of that. Am I playing normal football? Well, yeah, it's Madden ranked, so it's normal rules. Occasionally they have house rules games and event games that have modified rules, but yeah, I'm playing online head to head against somebody. Let's see, you went to Canada. Literally, it's literally right there. It was so nice. It's normal burger and ice cream shop. Yeah, McDonald's because you're broke for hypers. Hey, McDonald's isn't bad. You got the app on your phone. Be sure to be sure to play your your Monopoly pieces there in the app. Did you guys ever know that the old Monopoly games were ran by one guy and he was fixing the games so his friends and family would win? And it was a huge scandal. And I believe it came out in the news the day before 9/11 happened. I believe it came out like 9/10. It was a huge McDonald's scandal. It wasn't McDonald's fault. I think they had like a third party company that ran all their stuff, but this guy was rigging all kinds of the McDonald's games back in the day. I don't know what you're looking at, Lewis. To be honest, I'm sorry. Maybe just the way the overlay's set. If you guys are on TikTok, please be sure to follow, share, and like. TikTok's getting a little quiet there. Carter's back. Used to get the free fries. Yes, yeah. The instant win pill offs used to be so good back then. Oh, the McDonald's Monopoly. All right, so Enrique, they give you a little prize piece. Actually, I happen to have some handy. I didn't bring up McDonald's, but Hypers did in the purple chat. So you get the little game piece, and it has a code on it. Each one corresponds to the different little places like Boardwalk or whatever. You scan it on your phone, then you own that spot. They tell you to keep your pieces. There's also an instant win prizes that you can win throughout the app while this game is going. I keep forgetting to do my instant wins. I intend to do them in the middle of the night when there's less people redeeming it because it seems like it's one of those that every second it generates a winner or every minute it generates a winner. So you want to climb it. You want to try to claim those types of instant win prizes when there's less people competing with you for them. That's probably for like a free Big Mac or something. Hey, what's up, Tyler? How's your day going? School was cool yesterday. Trying to think of any of the highlights of school yesterday. Yesterday was music class, so they always love it when they get to go to do the music portion of school. Oh, he almost got there on the pig. I didn't think he would be able to get around there quickly enough. And then separate of the school that they attend, my son has music lessons today, so he's picking up the piano pretty well. Lewis, it's normal football. It's called Ultimate Team. You collect the cards and you put the cards into your lineup, if that's what you mean. So yeah, I mean, my opponent doesn't have every Cowboy on there. I don't have every Seahawk. It has players past and present that you put together. Camp Rock featuring Little Donnie coming up. Maybe. And JSN on 4th and 17 down to the goal line. How about that? One was kind of trying to block both routes there. Got him in between. Run down here on the goal line. Quarterback sneak doesn't seem as effective this year. And Marshawn is in. We'll take it. It's a laggy game. These kicks are going to be an adventure as we progress. Yeah, it was a cool play how it worked out. I warmed up some taco shells yesterday and had leftover tacos. I don't usually cook the grounds. Mrs. Donnie will usually cook those. But I can fire up the toaster oven like a champ tight spot. So that was good for little dinner action. Bengals are starting them on Sunday. Man just got there. He doesn't even have a playbook yet. Yeah, just let him go out there and let it zip. He probably will let it rip to Jamar Chase and Higgins though a bit. Does anybody feel bad for Browning? Browning looked like he was a decent backup, but not now. Not this season. He looked like he was decent years ago. Yeah, we're comfortable with Browning. Not that comfortable. No, no, it's okay, Lewis. Yeah, no, no. Yeah, I guess I didn't understand what you're getting at because there's like modified scoring things that you can do in Madden too. Like a touchdown will be worth 20 points or something, occasionally. So that's what I took it as initially. Flacco is a Hall of Famer. Second ballot says tight spot. Be funny if he went in as like an Indianapolis Colt instead of a Raven. If he really did go to the Hall of Fame. Actually, I don't know if you get to choose what you go in as in the NFL. With baseball, that's like a big thing. You know, you choose which hat you go in with on your plaque and that sort of thing when you get inducted. They might do the 1 day contracts, retire as a blank. Yeah, probably part of the factor, right? I went for the route that was moving. He was able to find the one that checked up, and it didn't get him off the field. He's got a rail on the outbreaking route. Try to show him a different look. Maybe that'll end up with the ball in my hand somehow. He threw it right at Bush, but he ends up with the ball. Imagine Peyton Manning introduced as a Bronco quarterback Peyton Manning. I feel like there was a few bitter baseball guys, but I can't remember who it was. Like I want to say like Wade Boggs went into the Hall of Fame as a Tampa Bay Ray or something, but I may be wrong. That's a nice play defensively for us. Those of you scrolling through, please be sure to follow or subscribe respectively if you're watching on the vertical streams. Last game of the day, playing some Madden Ranked. And he's going to take off with Ward. And couldn't get to him fast enough to force a fumble. Good drive from the opponent, scored right at the end there. Had a couple plays on the ball. I thought that one was when I was using Bush, I think 3 plays ago, I was going to pick it, but he just like animated behind the ball. Tight end made a nice grasp. I got 7 seconds. Maybe get a kickoff return touchdown or something lucky. Lynch card isn't really fast enough to break them at this stage. Looked it up. Hall of Fame inductees can choose which team they're associated with. That is interesting. I wonder with like Richard Sherman or Earl Thomas, they kind of ended their Seahawks careers in a bitter fashion if they would go in with the Ravens or the 49ers or something, if they ever make it to the Hall of Fame. Don't know that either one has a great case considering they're a bit injury shortened. Earl kind of played himself out being too much of an idiot there at the end of his career. He got that huge money contract from the Ravens. I think he only played for him for like a season and a half. And then nobody else wanted to touch him. Imagine they blame the coach, locker room, more than the snub, the fans. Yeah. Yeah, why did Pete Carroll make me do this, or whatever the scenario is that they could come up with. All right, Seahawks Cowboys. One half to determine a winner here. 14 all after the first half. Who gets the ball first? And he'll get it into JSN. Well, it's a pretty throw happy opponent too. Hasn't came after me with the run game a lot. And there's Metcalf in the middle. I was hoping he would just keep his eyes tunnel visioned up the right hand side. We had some coverage there. Not that he's not Hall of Fame. When the Browns were 1-13, or not that he's Hall of Fame, but when the Browns were 1-13, Isaiah Crowell wiped his butt with the football, threw it into the crowd, jokes on him. Baker came in and got the comeback win. That's pretty freaking disrespectful. He was one of those guys that had like a monster season, right? Crowell? Or at least a few big games. I remember him being on like the fantasy radar there for a while. Hey, Rick, Hall of Fame picks. Thanks for following, Rick. Let me get the lights flashing. We got the pop up, and we didn't get the tip drill interception. Rick, who's your favorite NFL team? He was loved in Cleveland, super disrespectful to the fan base. Yeah, just dumb to light yourself on fire like that. You know, because a lot of guys they end up having post career jobs around. You know, car dealership, insurance salesman, pitch man on TV, maybe doing some pre and post game work, and then people are going to remember that, and he's not going to be welcomed into the market doing dumb stuff like that. But he's a Falcon fan. Oh, nice. Do you think the Falcons will eventually trade Cousins? I was surprised he didn't get traded. A little bit surprised he didn't get traded to the Bengals. Instead, it was Flacco getting traded over there. And Lynch with a good return out near midfield. You think they want too much for him, or they won't eat his contract, which they're going to have to do anyways by not trading him? Yeah, that's what I think too. Like they just may as well get somebody to take on half the contract or whatever they can get, and move on from Kurt. And DK with a big rip, and we'll have another fast drive. So our defense put back on the chin straps and heading back out there. Try to slow him down. And Metcalf showing us the dance moves. He was apparently when they drafted a quarterback in the first round, uh, wasn't consoled about it. Oh, I bet. Yes, Cousins. I know Cousins talked the good talk about it. Automod held up your message there for a second. He was PO'd for Kirk Cousins. Yeah, I would have been too. You know, you take the big money deal, choose your destination. You want to go in and be the starter. And here's a first rounder who's obviously going to be the heir apparent at some point, and he'd even get through the whole season before it was time for Penix to take over. And I mean, I know Cousins didn't play great, but it had to be a weird dynamic around there. Yeah, this guy's routes are just holding up, and he's getting in there. This time it's JSN scooting in there. They drafted 26-year-old. Not like he could sit around for 3 years. There's no loyalty in sports. There's not. And we got ourselves a shootout. I don't think either one of us having a lot of success on defense at this moment. I don't know what to do to counter him. I'll blame it on the game feeling laggy, that my players aren't responsive enough defensively. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, players, organizations, yep. A lot of times the players will talk the talk. I want to be here my whole career. And then as soon as they get the chance to go somewhere else, they bounce. Yeah, public with the trade request, yep. Hey, what's happening, Sith Lord? Can't say I know who this is because you're a first time chatter. May know you from a different platform or something. Okay, Wilson will pull it down and try to slide down with him. Jet Prods, how are you, Jet? Thanks for following. Let me get the lights moving. New account. What was the old account? Yeah, do what's best for them and their families. And I don't blame them. It's just sometimes they talk so much talk that you believe them, and then they hit free agency, and it's like, yeah, that was all talk. They call me trouble. Yeah, what you been doing, dude? You still playing a lot of golf, or not so much these days? Account created on the 20th of the fourth month. And JSN gets it, but not for a big game. Lots of golf. Very nice. You playing competitively? Like, are you in a men's club or any of that good stuff? Playing scrambles or just playing for the enjoyment of the game? Let's see. Josh on both sides. They're getting paid the same either way, and they've entered a contract that the team has to honor. They should have to honor it too. And I tried to whip it over there to Arroyo. He stayed home, just being between myself and that route. Few club championships attempts, nothing serious. Play a lot of scrambles for fun for Sith Lord. Sith Lord Raw. Gotta get used to that name. What happened to the old account? Did it get where you couldn't get logged into it or something? I think I had triangle off rip, but didn't throw it there. Ran a different play than I usually run out of that formation. Although I shouldn't run the same play all the time. Now I gotta get a defensive stand. And we'll get home on Cam Ward, so that was nice. Tyreek Hill is next on the list of recent reports. Forgot the password in the email. Yeah, that stuff can be frustrating trying to get into them. Yeah, he's got Metcalf up the sideline. Where was the pass pressure there? We needed it. He wants to run against this front. No huddle to the line. And Lynch is able to dive in and cut back out on me, so not great. Trying my hand at ranked, which is definitely a little different how it plays in the seasons game mode. Make 75% of the bonus in the first 3 seasons or so, then the team cuts them after that. Yeah, that's often a big factor is the bonus money up front, depending on the league and the contracts too. NFL is rough because a lot of the money in the NFL is non-guaranteed. Versus like, playing in the NBA, where I think the NBA's got a stronger players association. Yeah, it happens a lot in the NFL. Opponent's looking to run this out on me. Don't blame him. Been a pretty good game, but it's got the edge at the moment. He just floats it over the top. That was a nice play. True Arroyo. Could score and get a recovery. We'll play through it and just see what happens. Probably not, but we got to try. You guys are scrolling on TikTok. I know it got a little quieter there as the session went on. Please be sure to jump in, follow, share, and like. We'll have another stream next couple days. Should be a gaming stream Saturday. We'll do college football watch along. Usually people that will absolutely not be cut that request the trade publicly. Oh, that's true. Just a kindly worded way to screw us over. Yep. Lord of Pancakes, that isn't a real penguin. You're a cartoon, Lord of Pancakes. About to put some bacon grease on you and get you out of here. Pancakes coming in on the red platform. Take 10 million for 1 year and be happily cut for Josh. That's what I think too. But then these guys, they make the money and they always want more. I guess wanting more is just part of life. Pancakes in the red chat. He's warming up the bacon grease over there. Took a deep shot for Irvin. That didn't work out. All right. There's our sign to call it a game. Oh, Witherspoon going around my defense. Especially our sign there. All right. Pancakes, I think we won't need you in the stream. Let's see if we got any packs from this one. Yeah, keep it sizzling, Pancakes. Tell your mom. Word to your mom, Pancakes. All right. He's gone. He's been hidden from the stream. He can chat. Just he'll be chatting out into the void. Good game to the Cowboy guy if he was stream sniping or anything. Yeah, little ones are being loud. I'm going to take one of them to go be loud on the keyboard here in a minute. Game results are processing. Come on. You know I can see to the game, EA. Let's not play that like we don't know who won the game. But yeah, let's see if we got anything to open, and then we will rate it out here in a moment. Good to have the return of They Call Me Trouble. Used to be chat regular around these parts. Don't think we have anything there in our pack queue, so keep trying to upgrade the team. I got about 40,000 coins. Gonna need to upgrade somewhere, somehow, later today. Haven't rated Eric in a while. We'll rate Eric. He's up in Canada. He'll have you guys entertained. Super cool guy, big sports guy, and I'm sure he's excited for the Blue Jays on their run in this playoffs. We'll see if they can finish it up or if the Yankees bounce back. All right, so we're rating Eric. I think it's short for Mendros. His last name is what I remember it as being. But yeah, Eric, MDRS right now. Have a great rest of your